Fix other people's problems. Let that dude worry about his own.
Oh, no, wait. We're going to hang on. Let's figure it out.
Thank you for calling Cox Communications.
Oh, man, look, Mayday's having some trouble.
Talk
to a goddamn robot.
Call in later. We appreciate having you as a customer, and we want you to know that our team is working diligently to resolve any service issues. Thank you for allowing us to serve you.
Oh, so lucky that one works.
Gucci bag, Fendi bag.
That big rock candy mountain. I'm the Entertainment Czar, joined by Ali and Mayday. Just running at limited capacity tonight, both mentally and through the lemur. If you don't know what the lemur is, then you haven't been listening that long, and maybe eventually we will disclose what the lemur is. Feels late. I don't know why. Feels extra
Feels
late
weird.
tonight.
Because it's like a weird, like
Extra weekend.
holiday eve, extra day fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Like, we're off work tomorrow, so it's like a fun, cool night. Like, ooh, wow, it feels late. Like, late.
No,
night.
it should make that feel earlier.
No.
I think because also it's a busy weekend. We actually did some stuff, so.
We ventured out into
Right?
the dangerous world out
Danger
there.
zone.
We risked our lives
Yeah, I
to
know.
absorb entertainment.
Just
We went to a
report.
very underground rock show behind some black curtains to see Fistful of Flannels, Pablo's giant head, proud Latino head. First, though, we're going to talk about Tenet. We went and saw that in Dolby at the AMC Palace Theater. We're going to talk about that. We watched some Netflix shows. Ali slept through most of it. There's really not much news you need to know about because I don't think you need to know about any of it. I think I'm going to just start making the fucking news up. Whatever we want to have happen, I'll just write the news.
That's what everybody else does.
I wanted to just write the story, like do our radio play or whatever they call it.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
But man, I don't know. I just don't feel like writing.
I don't blame you.
Like, I think it would only be negative things.
Right? I know.
Right?
Right? Right?
And then it feels like, man, everything I'm going to write is going to be very offensive. And then I might have Ali, proofreading it to fix all the mistakes.
She's like the censor.
Yeah, and then she's not going to let me do what I want to do creatively.
I'll
So,
learn
I
how to
don't know.
proofread your own shit then, I guess.
I know. But then you got to read it because you have a starring role in this.
Right, but I'm not going to read it ahead of time or look at the notes or anything, so I won't know until I'm on the spot. So I'll just have to do it.
Gotcha. That, and I'm not even sure Mayday's acting ability since the incident.
That's
Got
true.
knocked two levels on the spectrum. We had a little setback here. We need to get the therapist to come in and reset things. Tune in next week when he presses 4 more buttons at the same time. Well, you got those buttons. He's on limited buttons tonight, boy. How you feeling? You feeling better? You doing
Feel a
good?
little bit better. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You got a little energy? You doing good?
Got a little energy. It's annoying to see that the lemur's not fully up to capacity. That was a nice little surprise today. But we were pushing things this weekend, so I'll allow it.
All right,
It's been holding on,
You got a special remix coming up?
I do.
Surprise, second
Actually,
album.
a lot of things happening right now,
You look good. I think it's because you didn't go drinking.
Really?
Why you laughing?
I guess he did go drinking.
No, it's true. When you go drinking, that should put
Really?
you
That-
down.
that
Oh, yeah,
pulls
you
me
can
hard?
tell.
Really?
Yes.
Performance-wise or look-wise or both?
Just getting up to the performance.
Oh, it takes a lot longer.
Yeah. It looks like you're struggling on it.
Right now?
You still
Or-
always do a good performance.
Oh, thank you. That's a real
I
sign
think
of
he's
an
saying you
artist. I
seem
think.
tired and sometimes more irritable.
That's just making me irritable, Allie. when you say that.
Well, good.
But when the incident happened, you would drop down to like a 4-second delay
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the latency's very
Yeah, if
minute.
any. Yeah.
You might even be faster. This
Yeah,
might
yeah.
actually have jarred something into a good place.
No, it did because the scab actually came off.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
It was
Nice.
pretty gross.
Did
but
you
came
eat it?
off. No, I licked it a couple times.
You did, just
but I
to get
couldn't. The hairs in it kind of tasted kind of weird,
Yeah.
So,
And you disposed of it.
I did actually. It was kind of like a part of my life is now over. It's kind of like symbolized that I'm moving on to the next next episode or whatever.
Next
you know?
evolution, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
What
very
if you
happy
can-
about that.
You can have a scar so you can remember.
Yeah. And then I'm probably
Nice.
gonna get a tattoo over it to kind of commemorate it.
That's pretty
You know what
gangster.
I mean? Yeah. It may go down kind of like on the neck a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. They may
Yeah.
tie something in.
It's gonna
We'll
be
see.
a picture of a Tabasco sauce.
Crystal. Gotta go Crystal. I'd say go Crystal.
I have actually been approached by Dixie Beer to have a little logo.
Oh,
put
really?
On there.
Dixie.
Yeah. They didn't offer enough though, so they said free Dixie for life. And I'm like, nah, sorry,
yeah.
not gonna work.
Dude,
Sell
that
it.
we kind of disposed of something also, man. Had to
Another
that
body?
came to its end of its life.
Uh-oh.
Multiple, 2 bodies. One day during the week, I was cooking up on the counter, and I'm
Cooking
like,
up some
what?
crop out?
What is that? It was like something gross looking. You can't really determine what it is because the type of counter we got. What's wrong?
Don't have a frying pan. You can't cook anymore.
Might actually be beneficial.
I got a gunshot. All right.
All right, good. Where's Jared? So man, I'm cooking. I'm look on the counter, and it's the type of counter where things blend into it very
yeah.
easily. So I can't really determine what it is, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, it looks kind of like a slug. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What?
So I pick it up, and I'm like, oh man, what is this? And I figure out it's a dried up Siamese algae eater from the fish tank. And
That's
it's
crazy.
dried up pretty good. Look like one of them sardine things.
His name was Ryu.
Yeah, Ryu.
Ryu?
It was
Like from-
Ken and Ryu.
Oh, Street Fighter. I like that.
Yeah, and the little one was
Ryu.
Ryu, and he was dried up and hard. So I threw him in the garbage and kept cooking, wiped the
I
counter
don't know,
off.
I
you
don't
know.
like that, but anyway.
So we were down 1. We had 2 of them, Ken and Ryu, right? So Ryu had disappeared. This is funny to watch your face of disappointment every
No,
time you
I was
don't
gonna
have a
flush
clip.
him down the fucking toilet.
Can't do
and-
that tonight.
Oh, this is great. So you can
Toilet's
see
broke.
him knowing that he can't hit his
Yeah,
clips.
all he's got's a laugh
That's gold.
track. That's it.
Oh, I got a
Down to
good
2.
stuff.
Oh, thunder. We're gonna need that. Do you still have the generator? Because God knows we need the
Oh,
generator.
yeah. You want to hear
We've
the
been
generator?
hit with unprecedented amount of storms. Yeah, good. We got the generator. We're gonna get to the toilet coming up too, and you're gonna wish you had it even more.
Oh,
The toilet plays a big role in
Really?
this story.
All right.
So man, so we down 1. Still got Ken. He's in there doing his thing, cleaning the tank.
Yeah.
Not doing that great of a job neither. I know
No,
his,
but he was
his
so
performance
sweet.
started slacking. Right?
Oh, he got whacked in the head too.
Yeah, so maybe he thought Ryu found a way out to a
And
better
he's
land.
disappointed.
So Friday, man, it was probably about 2:30. I had to poo.
No, bullshit.
Allie,
Friday, you were here, so it was after, you went to work Friday, so it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
I know. At
Okay.
about 2:30,
Okay.
I had to poo.
All right.
Does that check on your fact sheet?
I don't know. I don't want to know
Dude,
the
give me a
answer to
tennis ball.
I don't have that, but I have this.
that. Crystal hot sauce.
Good. You got the important things. So, man, about 2:30, I got to poo, but I had a little bit of work to do. It's Friday. I'm trying to get it finished up. And then by the poo goes away a little bit. The alarm, the poo-poo alarm goes off, and it's like, hey, you're good. So I finished my work, and then it's a little later, and, man, I'm about to get off, man. It's about 5 at this point, and I'm like, man, now I really got it. It's turned from a poo to a shit. Now I got to fucking shit, man, right? But I'm like, man, it's just, I don't want to shit at work. Like, it's not as enjoyable and as peaceful an experience. It's like, man, I want to be able to sit down, relax, and take a shit now that it's become a shit and not a poo. And I figured this is going to be like, spend some time. I'd rather do it at my house.
God.
Like, it's more comfortable and nice. I'll play a little auto chess, take me a nice shit, because now it's not a poo, because it started at 2:30 and it's got time to build,
Oh,
It's a full-blown shit at this point.
gross. Okay.
So I get my paperwork done, dude. No traffic. Ever since everybody died from COVID, there's a lot less traffic. And so, man, there's so many people died that they have all these kids that they can't even go to school because there's not enough adults to watch over them. Like little Lord of the Flies at their own houses. So, man, I get home. Allie's been home all day. She's off. She's talking on the phone to her mom. Didn't know who she was talking to at the moment, but I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I'm going.
You were on the phone too.
Yeah, I was talking. Who was I talking to? Maybe it was Mayday.
I don't know, but I thought it was a weird moment because we both saw each other, both on the phone, gestured, "Hey, how you doing?" and understood that
Right.
we're both.
Oh, man, that was
it was
so
like the future, you know.
awesome.
So man, I hang up the phone. Now now it's about 5:45, right? So then I sit down in the toilet that you don't have a clip for. I'm mid-turd, man. I was like, oh, this is fucking good. I made it to Friday. Nice relaxing. I'm gonna shit out the rest of the week and start fresh.
What is that, Mayday?
That's it overflowing. That's when the elephant trunk clogs it up.
It only happens in the little bitty toilet.
Oh man.
Flush it again.
Okay.
That bitch clogged up.
All right.
It was a long week. So man, I'm mid-turd and Allie
I can't believe of all
Shrills.
we're
What is
talking
the
about.
What is the name
I
of
can
it?
recreate it. It was
No,
this.
do not. You can, all right, don't do that. Allie,
No,
somebody
but that
gonna
was
call
what
the
happened.
motherfucking police.
I did it quick, and it was before 10 p.m. There's no noise ordinance for that.
I don't know when the
Did
screaming
it sound
bloody
scary,
murder.
Mayday?
Jesus
You should have called old Beryl next door and tell her you
The
weren't.
fucked up part was I was on the phone with my mom, too, so she's over there going, "Oh, my God, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened?"
Allie's screaming like Jacob Blake busted through the fucking
Who's Jacob?
Jesus Christ.
I hear you, beauty.
You did, poor thing.
door, taking finger samples.
Oh, my God.
So man, screaming. So dude, I cut that bitch off. Like now, there goes the relaxing term. I'm like, God damn it. So while I'm preparing myself to exit to go see, instantly I start thinking of all the things it could be. I'm thinking a limb is hanging off, like blood, and like that's gonna be very expensive. We gotta go to the motherfucking hospital. I hate going to the hospital. I'm like, shit, man, she cut her fucking hand off or something. And then the next thing I'm thinking is going to be water spraying everywhere, and we're going to have to get a plumber. It's probably going to cost a couple of $100, which is better than the fucking appendage hanging off of a body,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But still, it's costing money. Or I'm like, maybe the stove is on fire. Fire's not good. I'd rather water than fire. I'm like, I don't know. Either one, there's going to be major repercussions, and this shit's going to cost me a lot of money. So then I use only half the amount of toilet paper, and I run out. And I'm like, what is happening? Because now I don't see any of those things. She's screaming still. What is that?
No, I didn't say, what is that? I
Oh,
said,
I don't
Ken's
even know.
dead. Ken's dead!
Yeah. Oh.
But then I didn't want to touch it because I was so freaked out by it.
So I grabbed the fucking dried up sardine, I flick it in the fucking garbage, and now I'm doing it out of anger. I don't even give a fuck that the fish is dead at this point. I just want the screaming to end. So,
And
man,
then
I
I'm
flip
hysterically
that.
crying, though.
Yeah, and then she starts crying
Yeah,
and freaking
because
out.
dude, I love Ken. You're like, y'all don't know, man. I had a relationship with these fish, man. Like I fed them every day, and Ken and Ryu, like Ryu was very shy, but like Ken was fucking fume. He would come up and I could feed him and stuff. Like he was very like we had a yeah. I spent time with him every single day, and the reason that I was so extra heartbroken and bawling my eyes out is because I was there. I could have prevented it. I could have put him back.
Were you going to catch it midair?
No, but if I would have got him within a couple minutes, I could have put him back and saved his life, and like he died. And another thing that y'all don't even realize, and I'm just gonna say really quick,
Glad you got
is
the
that
gunshots, though.
I fucking dreamt the night before that Cat was dying and that he couldn't find. No, it's funny. It's fucking funny. And that he was gasping for air, and I was holding him in my hand, and I was trying to find water to put him in. I couldn't find water anywhere. We were like outside. It was fucked up, and I just had this dying fish, and I had to watch him gasp for air.
Catty Chan.
Gasp for fucking water.
Died in a
And
dream.
Then I wake up that morning, I'm living my life, everything's fine. At fucking 5:30, Ken had jumped to his death, and I had to find a dead fish that I know suffocated on my watch. I felt horrible about that. Yeah, I was here.
Hey, you want to flush them, but it overflows instead?
And then he didn't even
No,
put them in the
just wanted
garden
to
where they
stop
belong.
crying.
He threw these carcasses of these animals in the garbage can.
Yeah, flicking a dead fish into a garbage can. Nope.
And then I read
Bro,
something
shoot
that
that
said
fucking crying bitch. Fuck.
Then I read something that said you can take them out and put them back in the water, and sometimes they rejuvenate, and it was too late because he was full of coffee grounds.
Yeah, I went to go dig it out
All right.
because I know I did that with the shrimp before. I resuscitated the shrimp. So I went to get it out, but boy, that little bastard up in them fucking coffee grinds. I'm like, your ass is only like $2.
God. And that's what's fucked up. Like, he's putting money and he's putting a price.
I'm like, dude, that's a
on
fucking
an
$8
animal's
fucking
soul.
problem. That's how I look at
How much
things.
would it cost to
Well,
wash it off and try to
Doesn't
resuscitate
matter how
it?
much they cost.
No. How
All
much
right,
would it cost? 20?
Look,
25?
I analyzed the
40.
situation and kind of determined how fucked up I am as a human being. But I want to understand these situations. Like when I go, is something wrong with me? Is on my level of the spectrum scale. Is something wrong with me that I didn't feel compassion for this fish? So
Not
I
a
look,
fish.
huh?
Not a fish.
Yes, it is a fish. What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought
Yeah.
it's like a crustacean.
What? A marsupial?
No, a crustacean.
No, he was a fish.
I was
He was a
talking about the fish.
Siamese flying fish.
Yeah, time out. Why you
Okay,
you
I'm
gave
sorry.
up
A Siamese algae eater.
That's what we were
We
told
thought
it was
he
called.
was an algae eater. Okay.
Fuck.
Isn't that a crustacean?
No,
No,
it's a
motherfucker,
fish.
it's a fish.
It's a fish.
A
a
ghost
real
shrimp
fish.
He
is,
was a
I guess,
silver and black fish. Yeah, a shrimp is a crustacean. Yes. This is a fish.
Let me know when you're done with your fucking
I'm trying to
biology
help
lesson.
fucking explain it. You know what? Fuck both of y'all.
Dude, that motherfucker got the shit knocked out of him. He don't know where he's at right now. That motherfucker can't name sea
Fuck
creatures.
both y'all then. I
Thanks
don't
for
care.
tuning in. He concussed. That bitch is funny for 3 weeks, man. That shit's awesome.
Enjoy it, buddy. It's running out.
I know, 3 weeks. That's it. That's the
it.
limit. Ain't
Yep.
gonna be funny no more.
Nope. Done and done.
All right. So then, what happened? Oh,
you think about
I analyzed the fish
Coffee
tank, right?
grinds, right?
So the fish tank is like a little, what's it called? I don't want to say
Tank?
a biosphere. I don't know,
It's
ecosystem.
an ecosystem.
All right.
All right.
So in it, you have reason to have it. Like, what is the reason to have this thing, right? You got to put something in it to look at. So it starts with the beta. And dude, honestly, Bruce Ree
Uh-huh.
is
Bruce.
by far the greatest beta I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
compared
very-
to that poor thing you had before. That
Oh,
sucker
that
was...
was poor
Ip
Ip
Man?
Man.
Yeah, he had some kind of tumors or something.
Poor
He was on the
baby.
line,
Oh,
dude.
was
He got
so
way
sweet.
worse.
But
But, dude,
Blues
I-
is fun. Okay, go ahead.
He's fun. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, because I actually
Weirdest
have a
explanation.
relationship with him and I can see what he does. He's a
Alright.
fun animal. Yeah.
He's
Best-
not an animal. He's a fish.
That's an animal.
No,
you
it's
fucking
not.
Oh, back to this.
Okay.
Let it be a fucking
Why do people
fish,
think
man.
fish are not animals? It makes them feel better about eating tuna or
fucking
something?
fish.
I don't
A
know.
fish
He's got
doesn't
half
fucking
his
think.
clip.
He's a
No,
fucking
don't they have-
animal.
Motherfucker's bandwidth got knocked off stream.
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
So, what? Play it. You so excited? I want to know what it is now. Oh, there you go. Fish. All right.
What else is there?
So, man, so the beta's job is to look pretty. Greatest, most spectacular beta. It's like, I've seen betas, pictures of betas, like they call them designer ones that you pay like $60, $70 for. This motherfucker's online with that. Like, great fish.
He's
Damn.
gorgeous.
When you buy it, you don't know how it's going to develop. That fish is one of the greatest I've ever seen.
I agree.
Its job is to look pretty. That's all it needs to
Alright.
do.
This
And
one?
obviously,
Blues,
him and
yeah, he's
Allie
beautiful.
have play games. Which, dude, that fish, it will fuck with you. Like some days it comes out and it flares out
Oh,
at
dude,
you,
he's
and
threatened me
he'll pay
a few
attention to you.
times.
Like the fish is fairly intelligent when it comes to
Yeah,
fish.
he's not like Ip. He's very, very interactive.
But then there's another level. After him, his job to look pretty and entertain you, right?
Alright.
With his little shenanigans
And give me
that
love.
he does.
Yeah.
And love. Somebody's got to do it, Mayday.
Yeah, I know. And my little boy
Allie,
does. My little
does the
blue-
fish tell you it loves you?
He might not have an elephant
other
trunk, but
thing
he's
is,
got a heart of gold.
It's the plants in there, right? The plants are helping give oxygen and take away some of the shit. The catfish's job is to eat the uneaten food so that then he can turn into shit to feed the plants. So, man, that catfish, he works all day, just constant working. And that's
Yeah.
very,
Noble.
no, it's just
Does he
fun to
sleep?
watch. It's different. He's not pretty, but yet his effort that he's putting forth to do something beneficial to the tank besides just look pretty
I think he's
is
cute,
impressive.
'cause
Does he
he's
sleep?
He's a little albino.
Huh?
Does he sleep?
Never asked.
I'm assuming he does at one
Really?
point.
We'll put the
yeah.
mic back in there with the translator.
All right.
I think we could get that fixed
He's
again.
very spastic during the day, though. He's always like, phew, 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 phew,
Yeah,
phew.
Catty Chan.
Catty Chan.
Wait, that's the one that died, or
That's why
that's
I call
the
him
friend?
Cat. No, Ken and
Just saying.
Ryu.
Oh, my bad. There are a lot of fucking animals.
So the
I
Ken and
know.
Ryu are the algae
Fish.
eaters. They eat the algae in the tank. So they also provide a service to help keep it clean.
But they were also
They're
cute.
workers. I actually barely look at the pretty fish. I usually watch the workers work. And it gives
Really?
me a nice feeling that they're helping to keep this ecosystem
You
so
don't
I
talk
don't
to
have to
Blues or
do as
anything?
much work. Like, I check in on them to see how well they're doing.
Oh, you're
I'm
the
like,
boss. You're checking
okay,
in on the-
fucking goddamn algae eaters ain't eating enough algae, so now I got to clean this
I'll
bitch.
say that I thought they did a pretty good job.
I admire these fish for their diligence and their effort. But the fucked up part is they're way cheaper, and when they die, I don't feel anything. I just go, oh, I almost look forward to it. Get to go to the pet store and get some new
You're
workers.
sick.
I know. It's bad, though.
They weren't like the shrimp. They had a personality and interacted. I would say, hi, Ken, and he would swim
It's still
up,
workers
you know?
nonetheless.
All right,
But
whatever.
it also lets me, if I feel that way about a fish tank, which is my little ecosystem, it running makes life easier
yeah.
on me and provides enjoyment, and the fish gives Allie love.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
It's funny
thing to
that I
have.
love these animals. Like, y'all
I look
fucking
at the
Not
wo-
animals.
I look at the
Okay.
workers like that. So why would that not be like that for every other situation? I always think that a good worker is like a good stapler to a boss. When it hits the fucking staple, it wants to leave a nice staple and work every time.
Well, you're not Ken and Ryu's boss.
If you start beating on the stapler and it starts fucking up, you're not happy about it. You didn't like that stapler.
But
it
you
was a
have to
nice
beat on it to
stapler.
get it to
Now you
work.
got to throw it away and get a new one. One that when you hit it leaves a perfect staple every time. So they do have you do like that stapler, man. That's a nice stapler. You've been having it. You grow fond of it.
It gives you love.
Yeah, maybe. And when it leaves a perfect staple, but if it don't, you don't keep it.
Really?
Why
Hang
would
out?
you?
I don't know.
Like
Well, you put
on
it
a
in the
fucking-
drawer.
We had a
Like,
relationship.
so you got a drawer full of broken staplers?
No, you put a drawer
This
full
is
of
my-
dead fish.
This is my favorite pen with no ink in it
Yeah,
anymore.
it's a drawer full of dead fish.
I just hold
Oh
it.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
weird.
my dad's drawer of
that
death,
is-
yeah.
God. Jeez.
So
They're
we-
cool when they dry. No, they're not.
I think we are making some progress today. I've got to say.
So we go to the pet store to replace the workers. And it's kind of fun. I'm like, all right, some new worker fish to get to know and watch
All right.
do their job.
Get to know.
And I look at the tank with the Siamese algae eaters that we had, and they're called Siamese flying fox algae eaters. Long name, I
Flying
know.
foxes, yeah.
So I'm like, well, motherfucker, we bought fish called a flying fox, and we wonder why it jumped out the tank?
Yeah, and we'd been reading about it. Apparently, they do jump out of tanks.
Oh, you gotta put the screen over the top or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
but we
not
don't. We
having a
want an
tank
open
like that.
tank. So the chick that was working there was like, "No, man." She's like, "These, you got it. They'll even jump through little cracks. You have to have a complete coverage tank." And I was like,
I don't know
"Oh,
what
the
that bro
fuck?
was
Why
talking
would we
about.
have-"
They find cracks in the tank. Like,
Oh,
what?
yeah. You gotta.
She
guess
meant
you
like
have to-
if you have a filter and there's a gap next to it and it's
Yeah.
next to a cover, if there's any kind of opening, she said they can get through 'em.
Yeah.
But to me, like we had fucking open season. What I want to know is how and why did they start jumping out after how many months? We've had them for a long
They had
time.
enough.
I have a theory.
They had enough.
It could have been mating season.
Oh, and they're trying to go find some plus.
Yep.
I thought they fucking just, you know.
He's trying to go find some WAP.
Yeah.
I thought they just fucking just did their thing over some eggs. They're not doing it, so they're not getting any
What is
what's
that?
Maybe you got to leave the environment. It's kind of like them ants when they're in a colony and it becomes a certain season, they grow wings and fly off.
What?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I watch Ants Canada, man.
We haven't watched that in a while.
I know.
It's
What's
a
up?
boot time.
It started getting gruesome.
I bet those, maybe the little guy was backed up and he needed the fucking,
I
I
just-
watched some videos that were anti the guy who makes them and calling him a phony and ripping him apart. So it kind of became like Tom Hanks to me. He got ruined as a character.
What are you talking? Are you talking about the Ants Canada guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently, he's
You're
not
going
that
to
nice
some
of a
weird
guy. He
places
acts like a
tonight.
sweet guy, but he might not be.
So we got some new fish. I don't know what they called. Do you remember?
Non-flying foxes.
They're little sucker fish.
They look like sharks. Supposedly, the
and they didn't have
tiniest-
anything about them flying or leaping
Wait,
in their
wait.
name.
So the chick told us this. She said that they're the tiniest of those sucker fish, like little catfish kind of things. They're the tiniest that you can buy, like tiniest breed of it. So it's kind of cool because they're going to stay real little, and it's perfect for that tank size. And also, since they're suckers, they don't jump or anything like that. They're not the kind of fish that are going to try to get out or anything.
So we named them the I'm going to get you suckers.
Oh, God.
And one was Sucker and the other one was Clucker. And then Allie added Sucker's full name.
What is Sucker's full name?
Mark Zuckerberg. So he's the big one, and then the little one is named Clucker because it's like a little crackhead. Like it's tiny because it's not got enough nutrition. It's doing
I thought it was a
crack.
leprechaun.
So that's a little Clucker.
You want to see a leprechaun?
I think we were telling his parents
Ain't
about it,
nobody
and Mom was like,
crackhead.
"Oh, Clucker, like it's a rooster or something." And I'm thinking to myself, "No, like a little crackhead." But I forgot that only West Bank people know what Cluckers is. But yeah, so we got Mark Zuckerberg and Lil Clucker. I feel bad calling them that though. They're cute. I will miss Ken and Ryu.
Well, me too. If that tank gets too much algae in it.
But hey, look, these things
We'll have
since
to
they
see.
started, they've been sucking on stuff. So I'm hoping that they're gonna do what they're supposed to. And these actually will clean that front glass where it used to bother me that Ken and Ryu only ate the algae on the plants and didn't
We'll
really
see.
fuck with the glass. What? What's funny?
The whole thing's fucking funny.
Well, good.
I got the vacuum cleaner to clean it up. There we go.
The suckers, I think we're gonna clean the glass. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well,
And they said that they won't fight blues.
what?
And I haven't
Fuck,
seen blues
okay.
fuck with them at all. They said because they're non-aggressive.
All right, Jesus
that
Christ.
supposedly
Fuck.
Ken
I'm
and
trying to do an
Ryu
entertaining
are
story.
like,
You want to give a fucking
I
a
ruined
lesson.
it. Like fuck you.
Ruining that.
It's not funny. You know
Okay,
what?
good. You're
Funny,
not funny.
entertaining is the half turd hanging out my butt. Fucking,
Disgusting. Okay, well I helped
you
you
and
out.
Mayday yelling at each other about fucking what a fish is.
It's not an animal. There's
It's not
a
an
name
animal.
for
It's the
it.
stupidest
What
shit
does
I've
that
ever
mean?
heard.
It's not an animal.
It's a different classification. It's not a Homo sapien. It's
Bullshit.
not an
A Homo
animal.
Yeah, no
sapiens, a
kidding.
human, dumb fuck.
You dumb fuck.
It's an animal that lives
It's not a
underwater.
fucking animal.
What do you? Okay, it says here, fish, gill-bearing aquatic craniate animals that lack limbs with
Not a
digits.
There you go.
fucking
It's an animal.
It's not an animal.
It's not a
They
mammal.
are an animal.
It's not an
Oh,
animal.
you
It's an aquatic
you just
animal,
lowered it.
man.
No.
It's
We
an
gotta-
aquatic animal.
We gotta agree to disagree because that's some bullshit. Yes.
You didn't feel dumb because this is the
No,
true
I'm not fucking
information
feeling
off
dumb.
of
I'm gonna fucking
Wikipedia,
fight
Mayday.
this all the way.
This is Wikipedia.
I'm sorry.
It's the Animalian Kingdom. It is
Listen,
part of the Animalian
a goddamn
Kingdom.
fucking fish or a fucking octopus doesn't have the same feelings or intelligence level that
As
a
what?
fucking
and
dog
it's a
has.
vertebrate,
How do you know
dumb
that?
fuck.
Because I've seen a motherfucking fish and I've seen a motherfucking
Have
dog.
you? Neither of y'all. Okay,
What?
he tells me he doesn't even look at the pretty fish. That means that he has a tank of animals there, creatures that exist. He does not have any personal relationship with them. If y'all actually talked to Blues and fucking fucked with him, y'all would know that he does know what's going on. He does have a
You know
spirit.
why? Because I work for those fish. I
Here we
work. Those
go.
fish do not work for me.
You don't
I
wanna
work
know
for
him,
those
though?
fish.
You don't
I'm
wanna
just
know him?
another fucking mammalian
fact.
out there. I clean the glass.
trying
I
to
gotta
say is
make
the
sure.
fact
I want
that
you
y'all-
to listen to me when
Bitch,
I'm
I
trying
will
to say.
fuck you up.
Okay? I work for them. I have to clean their environment. Then you provide them food while I check and make sure their temperature's right. I have to give them
I watch
proper
the
filtration.
temperature.
I got to give them heat. I give them light. I give them some plants.
Oh, you did all that?
Yes.
I helped.
I changed 20% of their water so they
You do
don't
the
die
water,
of ammonia.
yeah.
Like, I work for those fish.
Yeah, but you
So I
can't
guess
love
my-
them.
No, like, I despise them.
You don't work for me?
I end up becoming the slave. That's
So
right.
you don't enjoy. So the
Them
work that you
fish
have
in
to
there
do,
like, up, here comes the fucking pale
Tell me.
ape. Come on. Change my water.
Man,
It's
I
getting
feel
pooey
bad
in
because
here.
I really thought you liked the fish tank. I didn't know.
I can't shit because one of them died. While meanwhile, they just... Ken and Ryu used to just swim around with the long algae turds like hanging out. Look like a streamer. They look like them planes
they
with
did
the
have those
messages
little
on.
weird green turds. They did
Oh,
have
some
that.
of them would get twice the size of their body. I'm like, how they doing this?
And it would just hang on too. And they'd be swimming around fast, and it would just hang like a
That was
tail.
amazing. And catfish is like sushi.
You know what's cool though? What's cool is that the new ones, that they look like little sharks. I'll show you in a little later on. But they look like little miniature.
I'll show you. I'm gonna show you.
I just wanted you to know that they look like little baby sharks. Baby shark do 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 do, shark do do.
I tell you what, I'm gonna have to rename this show Unprecedented 2.
I'm sorry that we wasted 30 minutes talking about our fish tank.
Well, let's waste 30 more and talk about experience going to the movies. Most people just give a movie review. We're going to give you an in-depth review from the time we got in the vehicle to the time we arrived at the theater. The loud-ass music. The movie, the end. We're going to spoil the end, too. So if you don't want the end spoiled, don't listen to this part.
God damn, dude. I forgot how loud it is in that motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
We ain't there yet.
I know.
So we go to the movies. We ride together. We get there. Nothing exciting there. We get out. I noticed right off the bat that there's like nobody there.
Yeah,
Very
like
sparse.
we parked really close, like with one
Well, I
car
mean, you
next.
figured that. They have limited everything.
Shh.
What?
Dude,
They have limited capacity in the whole place. You can't have that many people there at once.
Gotcha. It was way less people than I expected.
Okay.
Oh yeah, same here.
When we pulled up, you didn't go, God damn, there ain't nobody
No,
out
I
here."
literally figured it would be like that. First of all, they have limited capacity. And second of all, most people are still too afraid to go. Like I
At
think
least fucking 2 people outside. We're talking nobody.
Oh, yeah,
that
there
ain't
wasn't
me
one
exaggerating.
person.
Not
No.
one
Yeah,
person
I just
outside.
think y'all forgot that there's a fucking global pandemic.
Oh, I don't want to
There
fucking
ain't no
hear it.
fucking
Ah.
pandemic.
No, whether we believe that
People
it is
need
or
to
not,
grow the
I'm
fuck
telling
up.
you that everyone believes that there is.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they
Most
don't.
people
over
fucking
this
think
shit.
that there
No,
is.
most people
They're
are more
scared and they're
intelligent
not
than that.
believe- They still have people shaming people for going to the movie theater. They think it was
Shame.
very dangerous what
Shame
we
on
did,
you.
and that's why I didn't even
You
really
fucking
say
right.
Is that why
about
they
it.
had that picket line and fucking all those people protesting because we went into the movies?
Uh-oh, he's
Really?
hallucinating again. Must
Oh,
be the
boy.
fucking head thing.
Oh boy, I saw.
No,
saw
I didn't
doubles.
see that.
So, man, at the limited capacity, when we walked in there were people in the theater,
Wow.
like in the actual theater itself. When we walked in, though, there was hardly anybody in those lines at the
There was
the,
barely
concession
anybody in the
stand.
lobby at all.
No.
And they had the doors like only one set of doors
That's
open.
the dumbest
Yeah,
fucking
chick
thing
kept
ever.
pointing, and we were
Right?
like, "Which one?"
If
Nope.
you have limited people,
Put a
limited...
sign.
Fucking shut the fuck up, man.
Here we go.
It's because, man, 30 minutes in and fucking... I get a word halfway hanging out my mouth and I get it fucking interrupted. They closed the doors. I don't understand that. Like, why funnel everybody through one door? What's wrong with these doors that we can't use them?
I don't know. There's some weird reason.
So if we
I
make
think
everybody go in one door, then everybody touches one door handle
Oh.
and then has to go into the same door. You could have just had the doors open. What, Allie?
I think it's because they need to have control over the entrance because
What
they
does
have
that
to be.
mean?
They don't have enough staff to man every door, but they need to make sure that people are
To
only
man
coming
the
in
15
one way.
fucking people that are there?
All right, whatever, dude. I'm just telling
Like,
you,
it
there's
didn't
some
make
reason
sense.
for it because you have to go through that little checkpoint and shit, and they making sure nobody can get around it.
Whatever it is, it's dumb.
Okay, well you're dumb.
And then, so we go in, no problems. We get there, and the first thing I noticed was the woman with the bed sheet.
Oh, she had her whole
Oh.
fucking bed sheet, dude, on her. She was sitting in the chair with the fucking thing all the way up,
Oh,
legs
yeah.
out. Had
Oh,
an entire bed sheet.
I could even see
As
like
a
a little
blanket.
blanket, like a throw blanket
right,
you
right.
brought, or
No, this
a
was the-
large
This was
shawl.
a bed
Comforter?
sheet. This was a bed sheet. Like
No, I
sheets.
think it was a comforter.
No, it was thin. It was a sheet, but it
Alright.
was a full size sheet. It was very
Jesus.
big and it was covering her
She
whole.
gave me. Hey, she was like fully extended.
She was like in bed.
She gave me the nastiest look too. Like, why
God
are you
forbid
in-
we have to get to our
Yeah, I
seat.
was like, my bad. Fucking sorry for walking through.
Sorry, I have to
bedtime.
crawl over your
I
bed.
know.
She was like the
God.
third seat from the beginning too,
I
so you
know.
just walk up bed. Okay, I got to get around this now.
Shit.
Yeah, that's
Usually
pretty
people
weird.
try to like move down, move their feet down or something.
least-
Nope, she was just
Yeah,
fucking.
at least wait till the lights go down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Something. Jesus.
Well, where did that thing come from? Was it like folded up in a purse?
Yeah, she must have had.
She didn't look
might have
like
worn
a
it
type
as a
of person
scarf or
that
something.
folds anything.
No. But to me, it's like, wouldn't that be more of a risk to bring like a spread of a disease? Like if you're gonna
What?
bring something, a fucking giant sheet from your house.
What? That's more infectious than a
Yeah,
fucking.
I
That's
don't
because
want
that
that
bitch
shit
knows
there.
that shit's bullshit anyway.
Oh, I don't care. I don't want to fucking have her like flapping that motherfucker around,
Oh.
getting the pee everywhere in there.
What? Did she go to Bed Bath and Beyond and like buy that on the way there?
No.
No, man, that's her little that's her
Throw
car
blanket?
trunk sheet that
Yeah.
she just stays back there in
no.
case.
She probably brought that in one of those giant fucking
Like duffel
beach
bag purses.
things.
Yeah,
and
they
like,
have them big purses.
had like everything else under the sun in there.
I didn't
too.
see many people wearing masks, so I guess they were like, all right.
Most of them
we're
didn't
eating
have
and
it on in
drinking.
there.
So,
Oh God, dude.
see, I didn't see many masks.
Yeah, did you see that tray that fucking dude brought in?
Can I say something? My most comfortable, easiest breathable one is my polyester
Oh,
neck
God.
breathers. Just shut the fuck up.
Mouth breathers.
The neck gaiter, right? So I had the neck gaiter on, right? And we walked in. As soon as we got there was a sign next to the chick that takes the tickets, and it said that the neck gaiters are not approved by the WHO, and that I think it said you couldn't have them. And I was like, oh fuck! But they didn't say anything, and they just let me in.
Oh, man,
But I was
breaking
like,
the
fuck,
law.
because I didn't bring any other type of mask. So I was like, shit. If I swear to God, if they won't let us in, I'm fucked. But she didn't say anything.
Nice.
That was scary. I didn't even tell y'all about that. Y'all didn't know, because I was the only one with the neck gaiter. You know what I'm talking about?
The neck gaiter.
No,
Just
Czar
something
had
about-
it too.
No, he had
I
the
don't
mask
remember.
with the rings around the ears or whatever.
Yeah, because I
Oh,
was
yeah,
prepared
yeah.
to take it off immediately.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, the
So-
bikini bottoms. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, but I had the neck gaiter, but then it was
I had
cooler
the
'cause
apple
during
bottom jeans boots
move-
with
like, I
the
like
fur.
those 'cause it
With the
becomes-
fur. Now I'm thinking of Tropic Thunder.
It becomes like a
shit.
little scarf.
That's great, riveting.
Hey, wait, did you say riveting?
Am I the new pickle now?
Riveting radio.
the-
I had a neck gator. I'm just happy you didn't fucking say it wasn't an animal and go through that for
I just
another
wanted to
20
let
fucking
everybody.
minutes.
Actually, I wanted to let everybody know
That
that
alligator isn't a fucking animal.
I didn't
either.
believe it. Okay, can I say something real quick?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
come on, fuck off. There was a
Fucking-
group on Facebook that somebody
Ah.
added me
Who
to. I
gives a
don't know
fuck?
why. Shut the fuck up. And it was called Mask Off Louisiana. And I don't know why somebody added me to it, but I started reading the bullshit in there, and I was like, this is dumb. So I said something like, you know what, just get over it. Sometimes you got to wear it. Get the fuck over it. And then I said something like, yeah, just so y'all know, the neck gaiter one is really easy, and like you can breathe good through it, and it's easy on and off. Like y'all might want to look into it. And somebody told me that those are not allowed certain places. I found out that they're not allowing them in schools, and then I saw the sign at the AMC. So I wanted people to know, unfortunately and sadly, the neck gaiter is not going to be allowed everywhere. So my suggestion is to bring one of those other little dudes in your purse or something in case you have to put the other type of mask
Jesus,
on.
this is the most boringest fucking thing ever.
Because who wants
Moving
to
on.
get turned away from
So
a
I
place
looked
because you don't have
around
the right
the theater
thing?
and I also thought, hey, you want to hear a PSA? Go listen to fucking another show. Don't help
Dude,
these
fuck
people out.
you, man.
Fuck them. They're
We all
they're
gotta
all
wear
dead
this shit at
anyway.
this point. I just figure, why not
Viewership's
navigate
plummeting
around
from all
it
the
the best
dead
you
people.
can?
That's the worst thing about dead people. They can't fucking listen to the show.
Oh my God. Okay.
Donate to us on Patreon. Whatever. We're getting rich.
I don't even care, dude.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, I totally. Oh, we at the movies? Yes,
Yeah.
we're at the
Yeah,
movies.
we're
Oh.
crawling over the bed.
Yeah,
the
we
bed
passed the
bugs.
bed, and then I realized how nice and clean it was.
Oh yeah.
They had like no popcorn on the ground.
Right.
They cleaned the fuck out of it, you know. And that
Looked
was
like they
not the
wiped it
first
down.
movie there.
Right.
Like we went 2 weeks into the return,
Okay.
and it was still clean. Looks like they actually found how vacuums work and used it
Nice.
because it looked like they vacuumed. I didn't see any, funk.
Yep, that was definitely the cleanest we'd seen in the theater.
Couldn't really tell if my seat was
Clean?
cleaned because by the time we got in there, it was dark and I couldn't see
Better be dark in there.
what. Oh.
What happened, man?
Yeah, so I don't know if the seat was wiped down, but I definitely noticed and enjoyed the fact that there was not trash all over the place. That was a big improvement
All right,
from
all right.
from
I
past.
agree.
Seems like it should be asking for very little to
Yeah.
go. I would like to not go sit in a fucking garbage can and pay money. But and then I understand their struggles. Those maggot munching motherfuckers buy so much food that they can't possibly eat it, so they just throw it all over because they paid money for it. Might as well throw it all over. Or the owls are small, so they sit it on the ground because it weighs so much and there's so much fucking grease dripping through the motherfucker. They put it on the ground and then Allie kicks it the fuck
I was very disappointed
down
I
the
didn't get
aisle.
to see that. I really was waiting for
No,
that.
I didn't get to kick
Hopefully
it
over
either.
the bed.
Yeah.
That would have been lovely.
So I did enjoy the fact that it was clean. We watched some trailers. That Dune trailer looked freaking
It looked
awesome.
awesome.
Dune was a weird movie that I hated as a kid. It just was not Star Wars to me, so I did not like it. I watched it again, older, and was like, all right, that was a cool movie that I totally did not give any respect back in the day, and I'm glad they're remaking it. It kind of reminds me of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Where the original one, I was like, that's a neat movie, but it was kind of boring as fuck, and it was torturous to get through. But when they did the remake, I really liked the remake. So hopefully Dune's going to be the same way, where they took a kind of a cool story and neat science fiction and then made it modern. But I thought that trailer looked really neat. Anybody remember that?
I thought it was awesome. Remember me saying, is this Star Wars? Like, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it did kind of remind me of that a little
Yeah.
bit.
That has an awesome cast. There were so many cool people in it.
Batista's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew y'all were going to like that.
Yeah, I got happy right there.
They had a couple other ones in there that I was
I
surprised
think
to see.
Zendaya's in it.
Who's that?
Who's
The
that?
chick, she played Mary Jane in the last Spider-Man's.
I go see that. I go see it in Dolby.
Yeah.
Seems
Oh,
like
yeah,
one
it's
of
going to be
those.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm tripping. I thought she was in it. What's it called? Dune?
I don't know. Come on, man.
Oh, man, you know what, dude? Like,
So then the movie itself, man, I liked it. It was very confusing.
God, right?
It moved very quick, too.
Yes,
Like
she
it was
is in
quick
it, by the
moving.
way.
It seems like giant gaps were left out of
Oh,
the movie.
yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess maybe the whole thing was like a 4-hour movie that Nolan then chopped it into 2 hours and whatever. We don't know how long it actually is. But
it did seem kind of long, though, huh?
it seemed long, but it seemed choppy and a lot
Yeah.
was going on. And it's like I'll call it deep or whatever. It's a very complicated story.
Very,
It deals
yeah.
with time travel
Yeah.
and things going in reverse. That's complicated shit if you want to try to give some kind of science behind it or something.
Right.
And I read something before we went in there about the sound and how he mixes, and I seen a couple of people complaining about how it's mixed, that you can't hear the dialogue, and you spend 2 hours watching action scenes and trying to figure out what people were saying because you don't understand the story. And I did find I had a lot of moments where I was not understanding what they were saying. It was hard to hear.
Yeah.
And it was a very complicated movie that you're trying to figure out. You know there's some intelligent shit here, and if you understand it, it's going to greatly help out
the plot.
understanding the plot. And there was
I
a
feel like
lot
I
of...
didn't have that problem, but
What?
I understood it, and I thought that
You
I
could hear the people talking?
Yeah.
I was lost the whole time.
Well, I was also kind of expecting to be lost, like one of those movies
yeah,
that's
where it makes
usually...
you think and you got to watch twice or something. And when
No,
you
you
do-
get to a certain part of the movie and the things that you...
Ah.
There's a character. The main character in the movie is lost and confused and doesn't understand things. So you're going on that journey with them, and when they have their aha moment and things are made clear, then you get it also. Kind of like Dark.
Oh, yeah. But I never got the aha moment in this.
Yeah, no kidding. What, you don't remember the end?
Oh, I
It
do.
was awesome.
It was just like, up until then, I was still confused as fuck. I was like, I don't know really what's going on,
Yeah,
man.
Ludwig Gold...
Rawson.
Rawson? What is
Yeah.
it?
Grossen? Something like that?
Yeah, he did the music for Creed 2. We became kind of aware of him during Venom, and even more so with Black Panther.
Yep.
Because the Black Panther soundtrack was
Yeah, he's the shit.
so good that we were like, who is this guy? He ended up doing the music for this. He also did Mandalorian, which I don't remember being that great.
I didn't
but
like the music
He
for
also
that.
did,
Really?
this is the same dude. He also did Childish Gambino's Redbone, too.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Crazy part about him, he was named after Beethoven.
What?
Really? Ludwig.
So what did his parents just like, this
They
guy's
knew.
going to be a musical genius?
Maybe
No,
a
but they might have
perfect
put it in
pitch.
his head that he was going to be a musician.
Well, when you name him that, I think you put it in more than his head. You put it on all the forms he fills out, too. But,
That's pretty sick.
so I
did
thought the
like
music was great,
Yeah.
and it made the fight scenes and the action scenes
Yeah.
even that much better
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
the soundtrack is
the soundtrack was
fucking awesome.
The sound effects were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
good
They were
too.
fucking loud and they sounded real, and you're like, God damn, man.
Dude, I
Everything
felt-
that happened was intense.
I felt like my seat was about to fucking break. I was like, Jesus.
Oh, yeah, the
Christ.
I think
soundtrack
at the
was so
general
deep.
concept of it, and man, the reverse, an action movie like that, I think sometimes it's how good it is introducing something different. Like The Matrix had the first time you remember seeing that slow-mo scene and shit like that.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
John Wick, my favorite action movies next to The Raid, the gun fu in it makes it different than other action movies. This one did have the reverse scenes that were pretty cool. I mean, one of the major fight scenes happens twice,
That was kind of cool.
which was neat.
Yeah.
So, I was enjoying that. The actors are great. I don't remember seeing any of those people act before. I don't know who the guy Washington is, the main guy. He might have been in stuff, and I just didn't even recognize him.
Yeah.
Robert Patterson.
Oh, yeah, the vampire. It took me a little while
Is
to
he
figure
from
out.
Twilight?
Yeah.
Is that the dude that's going to be Batman?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that was kind of a cool
He
transition
grew
role.
up. Like, I didn't recognize him at
Well,
first.
yeah, he's an adult now. That movie came out a really long time ago. at
Yeah, I
least
thought
10
he was
years.
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have no problem with him at all.
Right.
I guess if you haven't watched the vampire shows, he's not tainted for you. Like, that was probably the
Tainted.
first movie I seen him in.
Yeah.
And I thought he was cool. I was like, all right, this dude might be a
you
neat
watched
Batman.
those movies? I never watched Twilight.
Oh,
You
no,
watched
man.
Twilight? You talking about?
I never did. That's why
I
I'm
never
saying that was the
did.
first movie I've seen him in.
Oh,
Was
all
this.
Right, all right, I got you.
I don't really see him as Batman, but maybe he's just a good actor. Like, this movie, he was kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
like him as Bruce Wayne, but I'm thinking if he's
What
in the
about Bruce
costume-
Willis?
Bruce Willis. He wants us to hug each other.
I think that he would make maybe with his like very broad or whatever jawline that he with the suit and the outfit on he could be Batman, but I don't see him looking like Bruce Wayne. That's just my opinion.
How weird is that Michael Caine was in it very briefly, but then Michael Caine played Alfred,
Yeah.
and now Patterson's playing Batman,
That
Yeah,
is
that's weird that they
That's
tied
kinda
it all
neat.
together. He looked good,
But
though,
there's
for
a
his old
different-
age.
and Nolan directed
Yeah.
Batman.
Yep.
But
and
there's
now-
a different Alfred. Okay.
No, go ahead, tell me.
It's a different Alfred in the. In
No
the,
shit, that's good. I care.
No,
I
but
just thought it
Czar's-
was like
Czar's right.
kinda
The
fun.
latest ones had Michael Caine instead of the original Alfred.
Other way.
Other way, they had the old guy. They had Orville Redenbacher. The last ones.
On Batman vs Superman and stuff.
I don't know.
It's a different Alfred.
See,
Who plays Alfred in the Nolan movie?
Michael
That guy.
Caine.
Okay, so right.
Yeah, so I'm right.
Yeah, so what were you like? No,
I'm saying
no.
the one that's gonna be with Patterson's a different Alfred.
No shit.
Oh well, fuck off.
The original one, the old Alfred.
That's a new person. It's the one that was on like the newer Batman movies, right?
But it's not Michael Caine.
I never said it was.
I don't really know
he
anybody
was only in the Nolan one.
besides Michael Caine. That was the only person I really knew.
The thing one is
If
though.
not, this was most people's first movies I've seen him in. I thought it was a good cast, good actors.
Yeah.
No problem there.
I really liked the lead character too. He was good.
So I'm at the moment where I'm believing we're about to all this journey, probably an hour and a half in, was about to make total sense. They're explaining
Right.
things and things are happening to where it's like, all right, we've watched reverse fight scenes, like there's shit going on with time. It's kind of trippy, some of the parts. So next thing you know, we start watching the movie twice at the same time.
Yeah.
Scenes are laid on. Oh no, sorry, it went black, and then it came back. And at that moment, we're like, "Oh fuck, what just
Right.
happened?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then I'm thinking, was that part of the movie?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
That would have been
I don't
sick.
know.
That's a good effect. Right?
But when it comes back a couple of seconds in, next thing you know, we're watching the same thing twice. Like
Right.
the
It's delayed.
yeah, laid on top of each
Yeah,
other. So
yeah.
you see the same scene in different time.
Yeah, it was getting weird. I thought that
Transposed.
was on purpose too.
I'm thinking, yeah, is that
I'm like,
supposed
this
to be
is getting
happening? And I'm like,
crazy.
oh, this is getting so confusing now.
Right,
Now I'm
yeah.
watching something twice. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one the
I thought I
audio's
was
with.
tripping off acid.
And then I'm trying to go, is this on purpose? So I'm trying to like look for something to see if it's
Right,
repeating
right.
or
Yeah,
trying to
same
figure
here.
out what's
I
going
couldn't
on.
figure it out either.
And then I start thinking, well, something wrong with the projector or the movie itself. How does that happen? Did it click play twice on accident, or how is it playing? Now I'm trying to do tech support
Right.
for them, which
Yeah.
is
It
not
was
my
off,
business.
yeah.
I'm off that day. So I'm sitting there like, this is so fucking weird. And then it goes black again. And we just sitting in the dark.
And people were making sounds and laughing and making statements. That was kind of goofy.
And it continues. Like, the lights never do come on. The movie never does come on. We sat there for like a good 5 or 6 minutes, and then I got to the point where I'm like, I don't want to fucking see it like this. You're
Yeah.
ruined. It's
Yeah,
ruined.
yeah.
Like, because one, it went out and then came back, and then it was fucked up. And I'm like, now if it comes back on again, and I start watching. I'm like, all right, now this is getting good. I'm into it, and it happens again. I don't want to watch this movie like that. I want to watch it and enjoy it for what it is. It's ruined already, so I'm like, man, let's get the fuck out of here. So we never got to see the end of the goddamn
That
movie.
was so fucking
I
weird.
think we missed like a
And-
half an
and
hour.
we were the only
Yeah.
people who left. Like everybody else just stayed. I wonder
but-
how long if it ever came back or.
I don't know.
God, that's so
We waited
weird.
for like at least 10, 15 minutes, right? It felt like forever.
We
We're-
waited months to go see a movie. We finally gained the courage to go out into this dangerous world out there. We crawling over bodies. Mayday's running over them with a four-wheel Jeep. We had to kill 4 zombies on the way there and escape government tyranny. We had to show 15 people our papers. We had to be tested for certain temperatures. We had to have a microchip inserted in us that linked up with a cell phone and had to get an app, and then they gave us a vaccine, and then I put on an app, and we had to show the person at the front door. We were in full body protective gear to enter the facility. We had to sign a waiver saying that if we did get sick, we wouldn't sue AMC. We finally sit down in our little plastic individual bubbles. Allie's blowing me kisses through the bubble. We're making sign language to each other. We sit there to watch the movie, and the fucking movie's broke. Like, God damn it, man. I couldn't believe it. It's very disappointing, though, right? They're trying to get people there. They need to get their business back, and then you fuck up the end of the movie.
I know. It's like, man, come on.
I've heard of that happening to people before, but it's never happened to me before.
neither.
And
I
man,
sat in
that
the wrong
sucks.
movie and watched the entirely wrong movie, but that's about the extent of it.
it was at least you're bad.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Allie, you said that happened to you before? Like you've had the movie fuck up?
Whenever we were kids, they used to have a $1 movie on Barataria.
Oh, well, fuck, for $1.
Shut up! They had a $1 movie. It was crazy, and like it was disgusting, and the floor was sticky and stuff. And my dad was like, "Let's try it," and the movie fucked up, and it was no surprise. He wasn't surprised, right? But that was the first time movie ever fucked up. But other times it's happened. One time it got like off track, and it was like zoop, 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 you know, and then somebody was like, "We are excuse us, we are fixing the problem right away. Please stand by." And then like somebody fixed it and put it back on track, and then it was fine. And
These
I think,
motherfuckers didn't even
I
know
want
it
to say
fucked
that
up.
one time, I think
So we
one time
walk
they
out
said, wait, can I finish? One time they said that the tape broke, like the actual tape, and I think they said, we'll refund everybody's money and we're sorry we can't finish it. I feel like that happened. So
But
yeah.
now I'm sure it's just a computer. And no one, I don't think
That was years
anybody,
ago.
I don't think anybody even knew that it was fucked up,
No.
like that worked there. Because
No.
when we walked out, there was nobody
one.
there. Everybody had died.
Nobody even worked there.
We walked outside and I was like, did something fucking happen? Like, did we survive the apocalypse because we were in that fucking movie?
There wasn't one person.
Nobody.
Yeah.
No, I saw
It was
one
weird
person.
when we left.
One person in the corner, like
Yeah.
just standing there, like leaning over, probably looking at their phone to count the fucking death toll. Nobody. And then we walked outside, and then like maybe 2 people get in their car. They survived too because they were in the restroom.
Yeah. I heard
Man.
the air horn. That was it.
This is a Friday night, like 10 o'clock.
Right.
Ghost town. Yes.
My theory is that they had very limited employees and nobody was watching and
That's-
nobody knew that the movie was off.
There
That's
you go.
why it didn't
Well,
get
you really
fixed.
got down to the bottom of that, Sherlock.
Right, but what I thought was crazy was that they didn't have somebody doing that because they didn't have that many movies going on at that time, and it was like the last one of the night, so you'd think they would have at least like
Have one?
had somebody monitoring it.
They
or-
did.
person.
They died of COVID moments before.
Oh,
Chalk another one
because
up.
of my neck gator.
Yeah, 'cause of the
Dude,
neck gator.
Dude,
The
Kyle
neck gator.
D in the chat room said that the neck gators apparently make the particles smaller and makes COVID spread worse.
Yeah, nice.
So
It's
I
like a
fucking
screen.
gave the
Yeah.
fucking operator of the goddamn
AMC.
projector. Yeah,
You're
that's
responsible
great.
for the apocalypse.
That's fucking great. And I'm responsible for why I didn't get to send it in the movie either.
Thanks, Allie. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome, dude.
So since of not having really any show content whatsoever, I thought I'd rank my favorite Nolan films and see where they
Oh, that's
they
fun.
ranked. So I'm like, man, he made a lot of movies. I forgot that he made some of these too. So I'm like, oh shit. I didn't remember a lot of them neither. At number 10, I got Insomnia. That was something I was really excited for because it was going to be a Nolan movie. Robin Williams is in it.
I don't remember that one.
Which
Yeah,
one?
It wasn't that great.
Insomnia.
Number 9, I got
I don't think I
Following.
saw that.
Following's a cool movie. It's black and white. It was like, I think, one of his first movies. I rented it on Netflix as like when you could, back in the day when you used to get the disc. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. Number 8, Dunkirk. Fuck that movie.
Why
don't
you
have
like
fucking
it?
explosion.
That was kind of awesome.
It was an
intense.
amazing
God damn it.
experience, but I still have PTSD, and so does Mayday.
And me too.
Nothing. I can't
It was
even, I got
fucking scary. I
PTSD.
respect the
I'm
fuck out of
glad you don't
anybody
have
who
that.
fucking had to go
God
through
damn,
war
that's
like
fucking
that.
some
It's-
weak fucking
It was an incredible
terrifying.
movie, and it was a great experience. But I wouldn't say I liked the movie. Number 7 was Interstellar. I thought that was with Matthew McConaughey. Watch the leather, man.
It was kind of cute. I liked it.
Yeah, I thought the end was kind of neat too. Kind of a nice payoff at the
I
end.
never watched that whole thing all the way through.
You got robbed of the best part yet again.
He was in the wrong movie.
Number 6, I got Inception. I think Inception kind of introduced the shit kind of that they used in Doctor Strange, where they
Yeah,
inverted,
yeah.
and that was really a cool, heavy movie.
Groundbreaking.
I
It
thought it
was
was a neat.
impressive. It was also very confusing.
Yes, very. But at least I got to see the end of that one. Number 5, I got The Prestige. That gets a lot of heat. Like, I didn't know. Like, just kind of reading some Nolan stuff. A lot of people don't like
I
Prestige.
thought it was incredible.
Yeah, I really like that movie. I didn't even know he did that neither.
That movie fucked me up.
Yeah. Now it doesn't surprise me that he did it because I really enjoyed it, but I didn't know that was a Nolan movie when we watched it. Number 4, Memento.
Yeah,
That's
that
a good
movie's
one.
awesome. It's so crazy.
Movie's great, and that was what kind of made him. Like, I didn't go watch Following first. I went and found Following just because it was from the dude who made Memento.
Right.
I was like, man, I got to see that. Anything that dude made, because that movie was so cool and such a low budget to make. That's where you just got a really cool story and you're a great director. You can make anything interesting.
Yeah, agreed.
He kind of set that bar high too. You kind of knew what you were gonna get from one of his movies. It's like you're gonna make you think and also be a kind of a quality way he shoots and everything. Number 3, Batman Begins.
The fucking movie was awesome too.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, that thing came out on Netflix like years later, and I watched it again.
Still
and I
good.
had forgot how good that one is.
Yeah.
That movie's really good.
It's awesome. It's the perfect. I feel like it's the best origin story Batman ever from anywhere.
Number 2, The Dark Knight Rises. This was number 1 and 2, pretty close. But man, Bane was freaking incredible. Tom Hardy was great. I thought he didn't get worse as he made these movies. But man,
Alright.
number 1, The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
with the
Is that
Joker.
with Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That was
one.
a
Dude, I remember
masterpiece.
seeing that one in the very beginning at IMAX or whatever it was. Remember that first scene?
Yeah.
They shot in that? Jesus, that was so incredible.
Yeah, dude. We were kids watching that, like, holy fuck, in the theater.
It transcended the superhero genre to me. That's just
Yeah,
an
yeah.
incredible movie, no matter what kind of movie it
agreed.
is. And Heath
Yeah.
Ledger, that Joker character
dude,
was so
what's
well
the magic
done.
trick?
Oh, it's so
I mean,
great.
Yeah.
It was an insane movie. It felt like a comic book, but it was like real life. It was just crazy.
I'll
It
definitely
felt
say
better
that
to
was
me than a comic book.
No, but like I meant like the way it was done, like the way the story was, and like the flamboyancy of the Joker and his characters. It really reminded
Yeah.
me of like those old school. You know what I'm saying? But then the way it was presented, of course, like a real life thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
I'm trying to figure out where this one lands without even seeing the ending. I
Gotta-
think it's gonna land.
7, 8.
No. I was gonna put this up there.
Really?
Yeah. I think maybe right
4 or
underneath
5?
Memento. Memento just gets a lot of credit because it was his first movie.
That's a good movie, though. When you like, I watched it not too long ago, and I'll tell you what, the way he kind of did his trick, where it's like kind of backwards or whatever. But goddamn, when it all comes together, especially at the end, it was like, wow, that's crazy how he tied the whole thing
Right. So I
together.
think we need to see the end of Tenet to even really.
Nope, never gonna see
We're gonna
that.
need to try
Never gonna
watching that
happen.
again.
I don't think the end could have made it worse. I
Yeah.
think it could
No.
only have made it better.
Right.
But man, really cool. He's got his thing. He reminds me of Tarantino. There's Hollywood and
Yeah.
everybody else,
Yeah.
and then there's certain people like
Stand out.
Scorsese and
Yeah.
Tarantino and Nolan that
Yeah.
almost have their own little like thing,
Niche.
their
Yeah,
own
yeah,
way
yeah,
they
yeah.
make.
They're
Like
hooked.
these people in any other movie, with any other director and writer,
Yeah, I agree.
would have just been like average actors that you didn't care about. But when you get in a Nolan movie and it's so well written, and then you can't hear any of your dialogue, so nobody knows. But man, I think that he's just in his own little world. That dude Ludwig
fucking
too,
made a
another great
serious
guy.
action film. Can I say something about Tenet?
Absolutely not. Moving
The
on.
fucking car chases and shit. He's revolutionary. He did things in that. That was the first time I've ever seen it done.
Yeah, really cool shit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like really intense fucking car scenes. And
The way he shoots things is
Yeah.
amazing. Like the cinematography is just
Yeah, it was seamless at certain points. I couldn't tell what was going on a couple things. It was pretty good.
it was fucking awesome. Seeing things in reverse was fucking awesome too.
Yeah.
It looked fucking cool.
Yeah, that's crazy to have that. You got to have the whole thing done, and then you got to do it backwards. Kind of
and then the
thing,
amount of
acted.
thought that gets
Oh,
put
yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what is
yeah.
this going to be? What's going backwards? What's
Right.
going forwards? And then the payoff of everything.
Yeah, because at a
Almost
certain
at the
point,
end.
when you're working backwards, you're actually going forward.
Right.
It's weird.
Also, as usual in his movies, the casting was like perfect.
Spot
Everybody
on,
was
yeah.
like
I've
so
heard that
believable
before.
and so like everything fit awesome. Like
I
it
agree.
felt so natural.
Yeah. Unfortunately, AMC fucked us. So
I'm willing to throw that movie in there just because it's
where you throwing it?
well, just kind of was like a little bit of a throwaway kind of movie for me. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best movie I've ever seen. And if it was going to happen, it's a better story to me that whole experience happened in there. You know what I mean? With that.
Absolutely not.
No?
I don't know if
Really?
anything you said made sense.
Really?
Just now.
At all?
No. Throwaway movie. If something happened in there, I'm
so
happy it happened.
I was so confused about it happen like up to that point. First off, all right.
The bed sheet?
Yeah, the bed sheet fucked me up. From the
Dude, turn the music off. We ain't stopping. We ain't going to break until you get this out.
Wait.
All right.
So the bed sheet
Yeah.
triggered something in me that I
Gotcha.
just couldn't get over.
Are you
All right?
serious?
I don't know why. It was
Is that a
just-
joke or serious?
No, it's like Mama was like going to bed and they wheeled her from the hospital.
Oh,
and
Mama.
fucking
You
put
didn't
her
like
in there.
that, huh?
Never
didn't
thought an
like
old
the
black
bed
lady
sheet
would be in a
got you.
movie theater with a white sheet.
Just it was weird. The whole thing was weird, and that just set the tone for the whole thing. You know what I mean?
All right, but you're glad it happened there.
I'm glad it happened
Because it was
there,
a throwaway movie.
I would say like a throwaway movie in my
Throwaway.
mind, just because there was no coming back to figure this whole thing out. I was just too lost. Maybe it was the head. I don't know what it was. Maybe
What
it
are
was
you
just a little
lost about? I think you understood the whole thing.
I kind of
You
understood.
tried to say you didn't get it.
I kind of understood it, but I was very lost at certain points.
our
Now
tone.
maybe
You
the
said you
end
didn't
would have
know.
tied it all together. I don't
It
know.
probably would have, yeah.
But you know what?
We
Oh
didn't get
well,
it. We
we
didn't
didn't get
get
to see it.
that.
We didn't get the experience. I'm just kind of gonna put that away and go. Oh
No,
well.
I got tickets for next week. We're going again. Going again.
We could go an hour late and just watch the
Yeah,
end.
just watch the end.
I'll show you how to do it right.
I'll make sure we get a free ticket
All right,
again.
you can play your music. We're going to break. He's DJ Mayday. When we come back, we're going to do Fistful of Flannel review, talk about Allie falling asleep during The Boys, and some more stuff. That dude died from stir crazy.
What? Who's that?
You have to find out. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Not Real Radio 238. DJ Mayday here. Coming up at the break. We have this. Nope. We have because my notes are wrong. We skipped a bunch of shit. We've got PPV guys. Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Entertainment. See, we haven't done it in so long. Not Real Minute. Not Real Entertaining. PPV guys. Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Minute. Not Real Entertainment. Not Real Radio 238. Stay tuned.
We are Popcorn Piss and Vinegar, and this is the Not Real Minute. It's the Not Real something. It's the Not Real Movie Minute Entertainment thing.
I'm Scott,
I'm JB4.
and we have Adam in the house. Hey, Adam,
Yes.
welcome back.
Keep
Hey,
fucking it up every
Chris
week.
is here too.
All
Yeah, we
right, so
figured
look,
that out.
let's get on with our Not Real Movie Minute or Not Real Entertainment Minute.
This is Not
All right,
Real Entertainment
so
Minute.
what we're gonna talk about is Dune. So we are gonna see a Dune trailer on 9/9. Yeah, another thing for Scott to hate. You know.
I won't even watch it. Don't worry.
Well, everybody sits there and says, epic cast, epic visuals, epic thing to be watched in the theater. We're going to get the meh from fucking Killjoy was here.
No, you won't,
So,
because I won't even watch it, so it's all right.
there you go. That's
Jeez.
good. Man, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're not going to watch it. Because, I mean, then I don't have to fucking, like, Don't have to go through all the bullshit.
I'll have no opinion.
So that works out good. But look, we are seeing some stills. If you have read the book or you're familiar with the material, man, I've seen the some of the costuming looks really, really awesome.
It does. I'm very pumped for it. I really want to see what they're going to do, and if they're doing, they said they're going to do more of the books as movies. I could see this go on with this cast, and they could do a whole bunch of stuff with it.
And they've already got they already have a series ordered for HBO Max. So
it's kind of sort of connected, right?
No. From what I understand, it's tied in. Like, I mean, it's tied to the franchise. So, I mean, hey, look, everybody's trying to create their own thing. And, I mean, hey, if they can come up with something that's quality, good on them, man.
Yeah.
Good on them. So, I'm all about it.
You could get a fair amount of movies out of this if they do it correctly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the first story, which is going to be based on the first book, will be 2 movies. So they've already announced that, and I think that they've shot them back to back. So
good.
But yeah, we'll get the full trailer, and in case you don't know, this is courtesy of Denis Villeneuve, who did Blade Runner 2049, Prisoners, Sicario, The Arrival. So top shelf director, hopefully coming out with a top shelf adaptation of this awesome book. So
I would like to add that there's something that Scott did not hate that he recommended to me that I watched on Apple TV, believe it or not, called Ted Lasso. Great show. If you have Apple TV, watch it. So not all of his opinions are utter shit.
Just
his
most
movie
of them.
ones.
Just most of them. Hey, look, we appreciate y'all listening to Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar and Not Real Radio. Make sure to check out our shit on your shit. Thank you. End scene. Popcorn, Piss, and Vinegar, and this is the Not Real Entertainment Minute. Not Real Minute, Not Real Entertaining. My name's Chris.
Hey, I'm Scott.
I'm JB4.
And we got Adam with us this week.
Hey, Adam.
Hello, everybody.
And make sure to
Hey,
check
hey.
out our regular show. We're going to be talking about the DC fandom, the breakdown from all of that good shit. But right now we'll do a Not Real Entertainment Minute. Bill and Ted. Who's seen Bill and Ted? Say aye.
Aye.
You
Not
haven't seen
I.
Bill and
No,
not
not
I.
I.
I have no interest in seeing Bill and Ted.
Not I.
So I'm going to really spoil and I'm going to really surprise everybody by saying this. John thought it was okay, and Scott hated it. I mean, I know it's unbelievable.
Spoiler alert.
It's unfucking
Spoiler
believable.
alert.
Well,
Thank you
I'm
for
sort of
watching.
surprised because it was actually very profound in its own little harmless way. It had a lot of themes about like accepting yourself, warts and all, and not to live in the shadow of what you wanted to be when you were young, and also very good relationships with your kids and passing on the torch, which I thought would really resonate with Scott. This is the guy who liked the fucking Winnie the Pooh film. What the hell happened?
I mean, that's the thing. So, Scott, before I bust balls, what's your take on Bill and Ted 3?
I didn't see any of that stuff John talked about. I saw a lot of this. Whoa, dude.
What do you fucking expect? It's fucking
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
It was very heavy-handedly. Whoa,
Yeah,
and
right.
dudes. I didn't. Look,
Because
if it
the
wasn't
shit you watched 30 years ago wasn't as heavy-handed with that as well.
if it wasn't for Keanu Reeves, I would have said this was a joke. Y'all are kidding me, right? This is a joke
It
movie.
was a joke.
Yeah, I
whatever.
mean-
All right.
Okay.
So I mean, this is what I take away from all of this from a guy who will never watch this movie. Things are not as great as you remember them.
You're right.
And that's pretty much what it is. It's a thing of you. It's a thing of the past. It's nostalgia. And which way do we have to move now, gentlemen? We got to move forward, and that's it. And that's what we have to fucking do. So, unless we have some well done nostalgia, which if you go listen to the Critical Drinker on YouTube, he'll inform you that nostalgia does in fact suck because nobody's done it right. I mean that's it. I mean we got to move forward with new shit. So there you go.
Adam, any thoughts?
I will add that I have a 56-year-old coworker who still says dude and whoa a lot.
So do I, dude.
So I kind of feel that maybe Bill and Ted would still be doing that, when they're in the 50s or whatever. So, I mean, but, hey, I mean, like Chris said, it's Bill and Ted. I kind of felt the same way when I saw that they were coming out with this. It's basically be Bill and Ted still being Bill and Ted when they're in their 50s, and probably, and like I said, I did not see the movie, but I'm assuming that their children are like, oh man, why does Dad have to be like that?
No, you're wrong. Their children
really?
are exact carbon copies of
Oh,
them.
they are.
And
Oh,
so
okay.
half the movie is
No, they're
I'm gonna ruin it right now. Half the movie is them traveling through time, and the other half of the movie are their kids rebooting the first movie.
Ah,
Oh, cool. So how
And
about
see.
this? So, all right, so that's great. So look, how
That's
about
not
this?
accurate,
You
but
can
okay.
look. We'll
It
give you
is.
the rest of the review at whogivesaffuck.com. Hey, look, we appreciate you listening. Make sure to check out us and Not Real Radio. Thanks for listening. End scene.
Dude, I tell you what, them arguing about what Bill and Ted's about is probably more entertaining than Bill and Ted. movie.
Oh, it looks so bad.
Really? You didn't like it? I had no interest in seeing another movie like that.
Yeah, same here. The original was fine, and I feel like Keanu's gone over it. I've gone over it.
Oh, you did that
He's
thing.
transcended Bill and Ted.
Yeah, he transcended Bill and Ted. And by the way, it's weird that I now see Keanu back up there. Like the frame situation has been repaired. I didn't notice
Yes.
that.
The fallen picture.
That's great. That's,
Yeah.
Did you get the same frame for it?
No, close, but
God
not.
damn. I couldn't tell.
No, and that one's a way cheaper
So if it does fall, is it glass or plexiglass?
plexiglass.
Ah. Did you redo the hole that it was mounted in just to
Whoa.
be safe?
The hole was fine. It was the
It
the
was the
hole
cable.
in the mount was fine.
The
It was the
hole.
cable that connected.
That's so weird that
I
broke.
know.
No, it's not. It was a makeshift
All right,
fucking.
all right. But still, I've made shift a lot.
Yeah, and
of
the
shit.
one that's on now is makeshift again. I can't wait for this one to just break randomly.
We'll see.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have no desire
At
to
least
see
this
it
one will
made-
bounce when it hits.
to drink. I've seen so much like corporate sponsorship for this movie already before I've even seen
Bill
a
and
trailer
Ted?
for it. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Especially with Guitar Center, it's just kind of like, win a Bill and Ted fucking sponsor guitar. And
who would
come
want
jam
that?
with it. Yeah, and it's like
Matthew David.
does he want that?
Oh,
He
I think
doesn't
he
know
won
who
it.
Bill and
He
Ted
won it.
is.
Yeah.
He won the contest.
Yeah, it was who
Really?
could shave their eyebrows off the fastest. And a beer chugging. Next week they're having a who could throw the bottle the furthest
man.
competition.
Now you got me sad that we're not going to get to go to
That's so great.
Oktoberfest.
So great.
Oh man. Speaking of bottles throwing, we went and seen a live show. That's right. We went and seen Fistful of Flannel starring
Southport
Pablo's
Hall.
giant
Southport
Latino
Hall.
head. Very proud Latino head.
That works.
What's that?
Southport Hall. I was afraid that
Southport
wasn't going to work. Southport Hall.
Dude, they had a lot of bald. If you had a bald head, you got in half price. I think.
They had a lot of
A lot
baldies
of them.
out
It was
there?
like a bald head convention.
Oh, they all had COVID. Isn't that one of the symptoms?
Yeah, your hair falls out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, those were all recovery
Yeah,
victims.
yeah.
Yeah, the cancer. I don't know which one.
Oh, man, what the fuck,
No, it
man?
definitely wasn't cancer because there was some fat motherfuckers out there too.
Fuck, dude. Shut up.
Obviously,
My
COVID
God.
doesn't help when it comes to that. A
Fucking
2-day
A.
diet doesn't quite make a dent in it. Speaking of not making dents into things, dude, Pablo, that diet, I don't know what he's doing. I always see Fitbit updates and shit on
Yeah.
Facebook. That's
Really?
the motherfucking lying because he ain't look like no different.
What the fuck is your problem?
He didn't look
Stop.
no different. You looked up there and you were like, God damn, Pablo's wasting away. Must have had COVID.
That's
no?
fucking rude, dude.
Did he have COVID?
What?
Did he have COVID?
Obviously not.
Why? Because he had his hair.
I don't know. I mean, I think Pablo's got hair. He just shaves it.
Yeah, he
one
does.
of
He
those.
does have hair.
He probably have cool hair, but he don't want to make his head any bigger than it already is. That'd be a lot of hair.
God, could you imagine?
That's a lot of ground to cover, man. You had to put siding down.
Just making sure the lines
But
are open.
I even told Pablo when I'm fucking with you about your head and your
term of
workouts.
endearment, yeah.
No, that's meaning that you're not fucking up musically enough to where I can make
all
fun
right,
of your
yeah, yeah.
playing.
Oh,
like
good,
he
all right.
really does a good job. He sings a lot of songs I hate,
What's one of the
but
songs
he
you hate?
sings them well. What?
What's one of the?
I don't like Pearl Jam. I don't
Really?
like Foo Fighters. I don't like those. They play a lot of, I would call them like the one-hit wonder songs. I don't like any of those.
Really? Oh, I bet you they did this one, huh?
Yeah, they did.
All right. I bet you did it well.
He mumbles his way through it.
Oh, yeah, I like
Just
Pearl
like-
Jam.
The weird thing is, I like the what's it called?
I like it.
The dog. Temple of the
I
Dog.
like it. Dog.
Is that the name of it?
I like it.
Yeah,
Dog.
with Chris Cornell.
No, they got a
Chris
couple of
Cornell.
songs.
Going hungry.
That whole disc is good.
Yeah.
They got other good songs on there. I remember having it. Had a
And
real.
two.
That's the only song.
It
And one other song. That
I like those songs, but I don't like Pearl Jam.
Girl on barely days.
I don't even like it when somebody's playing it and somebody's singing over it. I like it even less.
was good. You're doing it wrong like Gilbert.
I know. I can't wait to get to that part. Did you enjoy yourself, Allie? Fuck, y'all are killing me.
Yeah.
There's something to fucking throw at y'all.
You know where?
Dude, I'll strike that PTSD right back in. Hell of a time for YouTube to start working.
No, I had fun. Yeah, it was really cool. Like, it's been a while since we've been out. It seems like it was better than the last time we were there. What the fuck? What?
No, go ahead.
You just
It
don't
was
like Pearl
nice.
Jam.
I don't mind Pearl Jam. It was fun to see some nice friends.
Dude, so every once in a while they try to open up those curtains that
To
keep
do-
what?
To do what?
Let some fucking air in, bro.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because you're outside, but then you gotta be like screened off so the bystanders don't fucking
Drop dead?
send in
Dude,
complaints
They
or
had
something to
people,
the
like,
government.
trying to drive past and take pictures and video and shit. Like, it's terrible. They
Yeah.
had a bunch of little Karens out there.
Oh. Gee, just let them be. Yeah.
All
Dude,
right,
so-
let the balds fucking do what they want, man.
So they're not like, what's it called? Like identify, like if you're at a protest or if you're at somewhere where you're not wearing a mask and enjoying yourself, it's kind of become cool to not videotape people's faces so you're not incriminating them.
Alright,
And
but you-
everybody seemed to be doing a good job, except like the chicks have got to shoot videos of themselves anytime they drink with their friends.
Yeah.
And Ray. Fucking Ray,
Ray?
man. Ray
Really?
stole my spot and then ratted out everybody
What?
on Facebook video.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Stole what spot? What are we talking about?
My parking spot.
Oh,
You
really?
stole your parking
Yep,
spot?
so I'm ratting him out. Boy, that boy's on Facebook. Look at Southport. Everybody's out here looking, having fun, acting like everybody's not dead. Like,
Oh, shit.
dude, the 50 people who survived the weekend were
Yeah.
all out there having a good time. So it'll be down to 25 next weekend. 3 people died while we were there.
Jesus
Super
fuck.
spreader.
Yeah. Oh, man. They must have been them gator necks or whatever that's called.
Them neck gators. I wore a proper mask last night.
But, dude, it was fun to see Evan always, as always, on drums.
yeah.
Absolutely.
sure.
right.
Love that dude. He looks cool with his beard.
He's got
Yes,
a beard
he does. I
He
like
does.
it. I like bearded Evan.
So I guess Dickie's got a beard now.
now? Oh, no way.
And Bill Brutal. I always like that
yeah.
dude.
He's
it's
always
fucking
great.
Yeah,
He's a super nice guy, too.
yeah.
I always like talking to him.
I know. I love it.
I don't talk to Dad, whoever that guy
that?
is.
The dad guy.
dude.
Oh, the guitar player?
Yeah.
Daddy.
He does his job, though.
Yeah,
Oh, he's awesome.
He doesn't bother
Seems
me at
really
all.
nice. I think his name's Scott, actually.
I like him better without talking to him. I don't know why. I want to
does
leave
that
him.
mean?
I
Like-
just want to leave him where he is and not ever
Right.
like talk
Engage
to him
whatever
or
thing.
You're so
yeah. I just want
funny.
him to play his. I just want him to play the guitar, eat the algae. Cool. I like leaving him right there
You're
where
so
he is.
weird.
I know
Okay.
enough people. I don't want to increase the people I know. It starts getting taxing.
I like knowing people.
I don't want to end up like Rockin' Doopsie.
Oh,
Did he
no.
have the washboard on?
No, he was
No,
off
he
that
was
night.
just acting normal, and like people were like,
He
"Oh my
wasn't
god,
acting
oh my
normal,
god."
come on.
Yes,
Dude,
he was. He was just
middle-aged
acting
white
regular.
women love the fuck out of
Really?
Rockin' Doopsie.
Oh yeah, dude, they were excited. Some
Do
of
they
those women
really
were
drive
freaked out.
around listening to Zydeco in their car and shit? Or is it just because he gives them music for women who can't dance to do those line dances too?
Both.
What?
Both.
They listen to Rockin' Doopsie while they driving around.
No,
They
they
listen
don't.
to it
Nobody
once.
does.
They only listen to that when they with groups of their friends and they
When they
drunk
go
and
to
doing those
Gretna
goddamn
Fest.
line dances.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
You
or
feel
when
the
they go
same
to
way?
one of them places where he plays. Yeah.
That's right.
Mom, you don't do. You do that? You do. You like Rockin' Doopsie.
That's right.
What?
That's right.
I can't understand.
All
you.
right.
All right. Talk to you later, Mom. I love you.
Thanks, Harry, for the song.
All right, Harry. I'll tell him. There you go.
There
There's
you
my
go.
mom. Malcolm's birthday's coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, we
it's in
should've
3
called him and
days.
Wished him happy
Wednesday.
birthday.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping.
By 9:19?
Unless he died of COVID. I don't know.
Oh, man.
That'd be a
Come
shame.
on,
So
man.
close to
That's
his
your
birthday.
dad.
That's fucked up. He's got hair though, right?
He's talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
dude
Hair's
dying.
look good. I was checking
He's
out his
turning
hair
like
today.
68. I think.
Thanks, Howard.
Fuck.
I was looking at his hair today. Like, I analyzed Malcolm so I could see where I could, prevent things or...
Jesus.
It's like watching Tenet. One's moving forward, the other moving backwards. And so I look at him and I go, man, his beard's kind of cool. It's getting gray. He's got his beard again.
Adorable, yeah.
He got the beard, but it's like yours. It's shaved down. It's like well trimmed. I want to see that thing grown out a little bit. I guess I'll
Yeah.
just have to wait and see. But
All right, all
good,
right.
even grays and
I like
it's-
that.
Yeah,
Keep it
improving.
clean. Hey, you know what? I respect him for that because I always like to clean my shit up around my birthday. Keep it nice and tight for all them ladies.
Oh man. This one's for the ladies.
Ladies love the fuck out of it. I like his cleaned up beard.
Oh, you don't have just one night?
Let's go.
Let's go for the ladies.
Is he really dedicated for the ladies?
Every time he does, yeah, that's why I made the joke. Every time he does that song, he says, "This one goes out to the ladies."
I'm
It's
not gonna
called
lie.
Just
I can't
One
wait
Night.
to hear all his new shit.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
gonna
care
be
whatever
awesome.
he fucking puts out. I'm dying to hear it.
Me too.
That's like the thing I need. Like right now, I'm just saying. Like,
You need an
to-
injection of his love.
They need to play, man. If these other bands can play, they need to play.
Now, y'all got nothing to say?
Nah, I did say something. Nobody
only-
responded. Y'all made me sound like I'm a weirdo.
Y'all
really
only
talking
talk when
you're
I am.
talking.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as I
You know
stop,
what,
everybody's
dude?
like,
You are
okay, I'm
fucking
good.
psychotic.
Wait
You
for him
wait
to talk
until
again.
everybody's quiet,
See?
and then you're like, "Hey, you must have been being quiet." Like you're a fucking asshole.
It's
What's
to make
so
sure.
funny, Mayday, motherfucker? Something's got you, goat.
So all in all, good night. Fistful of flannel.
Oh, it was fun.
Allie got to do a song. She did the zombie song.
Oh really?
No, I didn't. I
You
did
did.
that. What's going on?
Oh,
really? Yeah.
That wasn't up to
You
me.
were gonna do
that
the
wasn't
zombie
up to
song?
me. It wasn't up to me. But yes, I did it, and I like that song too. I think originally they wanted me to do zombie, and then for some reason couldn't, and they did that one.
But that
It's
guy
fine.
didn't know it. I don't know that. What is that? Can we just do the
Nah.
let's get
He didn't
what's
know
going
it,
on?
and we fucking pulled
What's
it off great. I
going
thought it
on?
sounded right.
What's going on?
It sounded great to me. Like I thought they did fine, and the crowd got into it. It was fun. Like it was like, oh man, them balds liked it, man. Had a little energy happen. It was fun.
Cool.
I think I needed that release, so I feel good. I'm very grateful to those guys for having me up there.
Yeah,
and
it was
I didn't.
great.
I don't know. I was like, can you do that? Like I don't know, but
What?
it seemed fine. It was
I think
pretty natural.
Pablo just
'Cause
wanted
of
a
the
break.
virus. 'cause
Oh
of the
yeah, he needed a
virus.
break. He had the towel.
But it seemed
hanging
fine.
out. in
Yeah,
the
he
back.
had his towel.
He had to
Yeah,
go-
Yeah,
had to
he
go
had his
pat it
towel. It
down.
was hot. It was hot
Yeah.
now.
He's got like the bigger than normal towel. You know what I mean? There's
Well,
like
you
a
have to
standard
for that
size.
head.
Yeah.
He ought to just get a fucking squeegee. Like maybe, or he can hire the company that cleans the dome.
They're like repelling off of him and shit.
You gotta reach out to Mercedes.
Put the big old thing on it.
But yeah, good job, man. Always a fun time when we go see them. I didn't overly drink though, because Pablo was occupied on stage.
Oh, that's your drinking buddy, right?
Oh man, that
Really?
dude do damage. Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, all right.
I went out drinking. I remember I was a kid. My first experience of drinking with like dudes who can really drink
Yeah.
and have a lot more size than me.
Uh-huh.
Like I didn't really understand that when I first started drinking. So one night I was trying to do shots with like, man, this was an offensive line. All right, these were like giant motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And dude, we did shots, and a lot of them. Like, you're stacking up the shot
Yeah,
glasses,
yeah, yeah.
and you're like, we're doing damage, and I'm talking shit to these guys. By the end of the night, I was sitting outside, fucking just trying not to
Done.
fall asleep and praying that I was leaving soon because I didn't drive, luckily.
Ooh.
And finally, they come out, and dude, they were all like completely
Yeah, yeah.
sober.
Go
Like,
Denny's, let's
I'm sure they
go.
weren't completely sober,
Right.
but they were still functioning.
Right.
And yeah, threw up, and then I was driving. One of the dudes was bringing me home, and I'm like hanging out of his car. And
Oh,
he had
it's
some
one of
kind
those?
He had some kind of old car, So I'm like hanging out of it, letting that fucking air hit me.
Yeah.
And I kept fucking with the molding on the side of this car.
Molding. What are we talking about?
And I pulled it off. And man, that poor guy, like that was like
car?
fuck.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Anyway,
Can't talk. I
unlike
forgot.
tonight, Allie didn't fall asleep. But she fell asleep multiple times to the boys. I don't know how many times we've tried to watch episode 1. I've seen episode 1 so many times now. I've damn near memorized that motherfucker. Yeah. Allie keeps falling asleep during it, which is a shame. Since I've
Sorry,
watched it
maybe
at
it's
least 3
boring.
times, I had to. You see, it was kind of slow. I don't know. I can't figure out if this show is really good or just okay.
For whatever reason, I keep falling asleep. I think I was tired, but still, it's like, I don't know.
Sounds boring to me. If you fall asleep that many times and you can't tell, if you can't tell, then move it.
The story was left in such a weird place, and they were trying to give such weird information that, like, it felt, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I felt like I got a lot of information, and they set up the whole season really quick. Like, it was way more information in one episode than I feel you usually get. So maybe it's just because you keep dozing in and out. It seems extremely long to me now, this first episode, because I guess I watched it so many times. Yeah, it's
Well,
just
now
like,
you got the whole season figured out.
Damn. How many episodes are there? Like,
A
you haven't
lot.
gone past 1?
no, we've watched 1 3 times.
That's something I would do. What is going on over there?
I don't know. You keep falling asleep too, or are you doing it on purpose?
I don't know. Like, it's stuck in the cycle.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's going to be a cool show. I think it's going to be a good season. But other than that, I really don't know. Unfortunately, Allie hasn't seen it in
I'm
its
really
entirety.
sorry. I watched a lot of it.
So we watched The Boys, and I don't think I've ever seen the end of the episode neither. It just keeps. It's like
it's you.
Tenet. I
It's
keep
like
starting
Tenet.
over, and then I go a little
He's gotta
past
shut
that
it
and
off 'cause I
start
start
over
going,
again.
Oh, is that doing them big snores or what, Bo?
But then I don't know. Anyway, Monday night comes out My Octopus Teacher on Netflix. I watched so little bit of that trailer. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think a dude falls in love with an octopus. I remember there's potential that the audio could be worse than Killdozer.
Oh, yeah. This is the one we're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's going to be huge,
Yeah.
the audio quality. of
What's
this.
underwater? You know how hard that is? What, he's
What?
going to talk the whole time when he's underwater?
You're right. Maybe that's why. Everything sounds like... blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, right? And then I think, spoiler, I think his octopus that he fell in love with gets eaten by a shark.
Oh, really? Did they get that on tape?
I think so.
Oh, man.
They showed a little piece of it, and then it's kind of like just... Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I was doing it. I'm sorry.
It's the coffee.
Is
It's gotta
okay?
be. Because
Okay.
you haven't really been that fucking irritating. And then tonight you drank some coffee, instant irritate.
Is that what it is?
Could be.
Yeah, because she gets over there and it's just constant fucking sound. It's like, motherfucker, man. Jesus. You're fucking killing me.
Oh, good. You can get rid of it.
Anyway, we'll give a full review on that next week. I'm looking forward to it. Highly anticipated release of My Octopus Teacher on Netflix. This is a high quality entertainment.
That looks so bad. I don't know.
What do you mean it looks bad?
I mean, it's a fucking octopus, dude.
What does that mean?
It's an octopus,
Is
not
it
an animal.
Are you excited about this?
Not really.
No.
No,
All right.
not really. I usually am not like a violent kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or any of that. But the octopus getting eaten and them possibly catching it on there kind of makes me want to watch it a little bit.
See,
I don't
you
know.
heard it got eaten by like a shark.
Yeah.
I heard that it suffocated because somebody's mask that they threw in the ocean.
I heard that a dog bit
face.
it off.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard it got hit with a hockey stick. A wiffle ball bat. Yeah, I heard it was a tennis ball.
It was a childhood
He
injury.
turned black and he had to have it removed.
Oh,
How did we go from the octopus to Pickle's testicle? I don't know.
oh, wait. We still need to get that fucking story. I need to,
No,
I need a
I like
refresher.
it that we all have different
8
versions.
fucking versions every time?
Somebody Somebody's version is he got bit by a dog.
I think that's yours.
Got infected.
I think that's yours.
I thought I had the hockey stick.
Hockey stick? What did I have?
I don't know.
I would probably say some kind of health thing, like it just fucking shriveled up and, I don't know. Just
Natural
popped up.
causes.
Yeah, right?
His testicle died of natural
just
causes.
Just like the parts of his
That's so
body are
fucked up.
died.
I know.
Just like his fucking hair on his leg.
Dude, did
Ow.
did Willy Wonka really die, or is that just like an internet meme?
Are you talking about Gene Wilder?
Yeah,
He's
from
been dead.
Dude from Stir Crazy?
Yeah.
He'd
Yeah.
been dead like what,
Yeah.
Monday?
Stir crazy?
No, a while, like years, a couple years.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He
He's
died
been
years
dead.
ago?
Yeah.
He
Now-
died in 2016, man.
This may have been like a repeat, like this is his day he died.
He died on August 29th, so
There
it was
you
the
go.
anniversary of his death
No kidding.
last week.
Oh, well, that's
There you
old
go.
news.
Yeah, hear no evil, see
Well,
no
if you
evil.
didn't know,
You
that
just
dude's
fucking-
dead.
You trying to give us fake news?
I like that.
That's not fake news. It's
Guess what?
fucking very
the guy
accurate.
from fucking blah 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 died. No, like,
Within
what,
the
like
week?
15 years ago.
I like that.
I thought during this week, will the conservatives that are like anti-vaccines and shit like that, mask and stuff, will they get the vaccine if they call it the Trump vaccine?
Wait, you just skipped the whole part, right?
Trump.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. I didn't know where
Why?
they.
Why?
Well, no, it's just there's a very adamant part of the show that we need to start off with.
What?
We just skip-
Out!
No,
With!
no,
Oh, just
no.
give it on.
Fucking news you need to know about. We need to fucking go in with that.
Yeah, what
Oh,
happened?
why? You have something for that?
Yeah, it's the fucking.
And there's an entrance in.
Oh, all right. Yeah. This part of the show's called News You Need to Know About. All right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm feeling very loose format tonight.
I
I'm
see
just-
that. When I'm reeling it in, it's like
we
whoa.
did 15 minutes of my poo hanging out my ass.
I know
Like,
that was
you know,
pretty lowbrow. I
It
gotta
was.
say,
It
That
did
was-
happen though. It
I
was
know
very
it happened,
accurate
but sometimes things
story.
that happen don't need to be talked about.
It
on
was
the
part
air.
of the story though. You
Oh,
leave
wait,
that part out, you don't get the full
Ah.
experience. Like it was very, very taxing. It was unprecedented. Death of a fish. It died. After I threw it in the garbage can, I dug it out, and we had it tested. And the results came back today, and it had COVID.
And it's bald.
The chicken
Another-
and fish store told me
besides
it
the-
died because of lack of water. Whoa!
It jumped
Thank
out the
you.
tank because Bruce Reed didn't have a mask on.
Loose.
What's it called? The tiger
Dude, we
mask or
walked
whatever?
outside on Lakeside one day. We were walking, and it was me, another guy, and a black guy, and that has. Usually, I would not throw color into a story because I'm not the regular news. It's not real news. News you need to know about. We were walking on a lakeside, and this old white lady, all masked up, gloves on and everything. She ran through the bushes like to get away from us, and we were all like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh, bro, it's because we don't have a mask on." Because we got outside, and it's like, "Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
hot.
taking this
Yeah,
fucking mask
yeah,
off."
6 feet away. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't thinking, and we all buy each other. We work together, like it's,
yeah, y'all are quarantined.
we done infected each other. We're done with that already. And so anyway, man, this lady cut through the bushes, man. The black dude said, "Now you know how I always feel." That shit was funny as
Oh, my
fuck, though.
God.
And even better that little old lady would rather trudge through the fucking stick of bushes.
Jesus,
than
huh?
that. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
God, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But I thought during the week that I wonder if the Trump supporters, like, it seems like there's this big rush to maybe get a vaccine out before the election. That way he can, print his campaign slogans on them or something and take credit. But for whatever reason, I was just wondering, like, will people feel differently, like, if it's called the Trump vaccine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a good, tricky way to get the Republicans in to do it.
Right, but it would make everybody else not want to get it because
No,
if they
those
hate
people-
him, they don't want to take his.
Yeah, but the
vaccine.
other side's the side that have been wanting it so bad and are trying to collapse the economy so they could do a distribution of wealth. But they're the ones pushing for a virus, so you already got a vaccine. So you already have them in it. So how do you get the Trump supporters in it? Oh, you put the Trump name on it. That way they feel like, hey, that's our guy. And he didn't say that stuff about the military.
The whole thing, I think, is really fucked up. And then if they actually try to use that to try to sway votes, and then that ties into the whole thing, it just boggles my mind personally. Just going to be 100% honest with you. If they're going to use that to try to sway anything, that's pretty
Use
evil.
what?
Oh, the vaccine and like
using the virus and everything else.
I understand, but to me, this is like the cherry on the cake kind of thing. This is like the fuck or Sunday or whatever you want to say.
What
you know?
the fuck?
All I know is that people are fucking dumb. They're dumb fucking people. So they're giving dumb fucking content to fucking have dumb fuck arguments about. Like, dude, this is the government we're talking about. They should be dealing with some very heavy issues. And when I'm saying heavy issues, things that have numbers and fucking like very high intelligence stuff. 24! Not this fucking poo hanger out the ass fucking bullshit. Like, they should be dealing. Why do they not talk about? And we know why they don't talk about anything of any intelligence and business and numbers and. Because people are too fucking stupid to understand it. They would be so lost in the argument, it'd be useless. So it just turns into fucking South Park humor. And something that people can understand and relate to. Just give it some colors. They like colors and a couple of pictures and maybe a couple of videos, and there you go. Like, there's no real information or anything of any substance. And everybody wants everything. Like, the American population sees the equivalent of like a 2-year-old fucking child that just wants to be taken care of. And it go to the toy store and all these things. And the kid thinks, just because it's a kid and it was born, that it deserves all these toys. And you know what? Most parents, they would love to just go, yeah, just box up everything and we're going to take it to the house. Even get the Wonder Wheel. Kids love fucking Wonder Wheels. So, man, just every parent would be like, look, I would give you anything I possibly could to make you happy. But the parent's an adult. It understands things like money and earning it and what has value and what has worth and what the kid realistically needs and doesn't need, even when it comes to something to play with, like just imagination or something a kid likes. They understand that, but you can't just have everything in the toy store because it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I want it.
But it seems like the whole population is like that. And it's just like nuts. They're fucking children. That's why they don't have decent and good information to actually make a rational decision on things that actually matter. No, everything's just dumbed down to the point where somebody's going to get some kind of temporary relief by pushing a button. Like, they somehow took part in this whole charade by they pushed a button. They made it happen until what they want to happen doesn't happen, and then they don't want any responsibility for that anymore. Hey, I just pushed a button. It doesn't count anyway.
Right.
Then when we did our poll, I would love for us to do it again, and one of the questions was, does voting matter? And like crazy percent, like 98% of the people we asked said no, it doesn't matter. I wonder if we ask that again now, since all the propaganda about voting and its importance, and the energized public, they just got energized. They picked teams, everybody's engaged. That's all they've been listening to, and there's fear in it.
And ready,
Now you got all that, and you're like, man, when if we ask them again, does voting matter? I bet you we'd be at least 50% now. They'd be like, yes, it does matter, because the amount of propaganda and I guess entertainment value. Dude, this week when they come out and say that Trump was making fun of soldiers and saying that people who died at war were losers and all this, and then I'm like, where did this story come from? Because you read like this 2-page story, and at the end it's like, and all allegations are denied. Yeah, neck alligator. But anyway, I'm like, where did this come from? And you're like, oh God, it came from Fox News. And like they're backing it, saying, yeah, it was confirmed or whatever. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what a nut. But if you ask the Republicans, they were like, he didn't say that. Like, and then why
did or didn't?
Why would to have the military and Fox News kind of turn on a sitting president, a Republican sitting president?
Right. Unprecedented?
Yeah, it's just it's so fucking crazy. It's at the point now where I'm looking and I'm like, I don't know how anybody can participate in this. And by participate, I mean get so fucking worked up and wrapped up about it that you're a cheerleader and then go push a fucking button. Like, that's crazy to me. I look at this and I'm like, I ain't fucking dicking around with this show. I turn that shit off, man.
It seems like this is the big one.
The boys are better than that.
I watched that for the 4th time.
Yeah. My fucking teacher, Octopus, to me, is probably going to have way more.
What if he gets freaky with that thing?
Oh.
I don't know. 8 arms. I mean.
They They do have it.
Do a lot of damage.
There's suckers on it. Oh.
Oh.
You ever seen that mouth too? It's like got all these weird teeth. Oh, you ain't sticking nothing in there. That thing looked like what they put in them African women. The anti-rape
Fuck,
device. What? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah,
Like
I
where
know
they
it's-
get when them African tribes where they get raped a lot, they make this thing that goes up in there,
Oh my
and
God,
it's got
stop.
spikes. No, it's got spikes in it, boy. So you thing goes in there, it comes out, and it's like one of them
Oh,
Chinese
God,
finger
okay, it's
things.
horrible. Okay.
I don't know how I know about that. That was the beginning of the internet. I learned a lot.
That's so fucked up, dude. Wow.
What else? NBA update. Dude, I was so mad at the NBA. I didn't want to watch it anymore because I was so
Why?
because they had canceled them games and everything. It kind of
Really upset you.
that was that pissed me off. I was like, man, this is dumb. But it come back on. There's nothing else that I enjoy watching, so I'm like, man, I'm turning this on. I'm not gonna have my experience robbed. And I kind of expected these players just to phone these games in, and they haven't, man. Dude, they've been killing
Pushing hard,
themselves out
really?
there. I'm like, holy shit. They have every reason to phone these games in just of the fact that you're going to have an asterisk by your championship.
Right.
It's a weird circumstance.
Right.
Everything's been different.
Not
You
worth
got
hurting yourself.
oh yeah, social injustice going on out there. They have every reason to just phone this in and play up to how they usually do during regular season. You know, half speed, half energy or whatever.
Kind of like Mayday.
Dude, they haven't though, man. They've had some incredible games. They've had like incredible efforts. Like the dudes out there just laying everything on the line. People playing injured and still like trying to fight through it to keep their team and their season alive. Man, I'd want to be out.
Yeah, just fuck it. Done.
Like, dude, like
Go.
today the Bucks, they're down like 3-0.
Just wrap it up. You're like, y'all win.
Yeah, no team has ever come back from that
Right.
to win. I
Right.
don't think. Maybe it's happened. I don't know. It's not very likely.
Right.
And then they go out and win today without Giannis, and it's like, man, the rest of the team just gonna be like, man, we good.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm just ready to leave this bubble.
Yeah, it's
like
gotta
why
be
stay
wearing.
3 more days for nothing?
It's gotta be wearing.
And they went out there, and they were like, nah, we're gonna fucking play our asses off. Loose ball. That's where you know when you watch the playoffs and the amount of times people hit the ground is a lot. Like you watch regular season, ain't nobody diving for that fucking ball. It better be the
Different story
last
now.
20 seconds of a
Right.
game you can win. You might see them jump for it. Like, dude, in the playoffs, everybody's been one in the Rockets game. I think like half the team was on the ground.
What?
Yeah.
Going for it?
Yeah, half the other team was on the ground too. It looked like a rugby match. I'm like, this is just wild.
Damn.
They've really been they've been going for it. I'm like, damn, it's an entertaining product. Like still of all the adversity, the season ending in the middle of it, the delay, everything, it's like I don't know, I've been really impressed with it. Yeah, actually seeing good basketball and very competitive games, which is kind of surprising. And a lot of the big teams are losing, so now it's kind of like, oh shit, kind of anybody's
Up in the
game.
air, yeah.
Yeah, really neat. What else? Burning down the house. Yeah. It's old news by now, but pretty crazy that people are burning down their residence after they've been evicted.
That's so crazy.
Happened to Uptown on one of them.
That's
There was
pretty
another one.
disrespectful.
I didn't get the place for this one. One of them was Uptown. Were both of them in New Orleans?
Yeah. That's
They
all
were?
in New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
The Tulane student, Loyola student, that's what it was. I think it was a Loyola student, like
That's
for going to
crazy.
school for law, sends threatening emails to the
Not that
landlord
bright, right.
saying you evict me and you gonna be sorry, some shit's gonna go down.
That's fucked up.
And then
Show
moments after being evicted, the place burns down.
Boy, that's arson, baby.
The worst part, right? The worst part, burning something down that you don't own, and you know what? The landlord's in a fuck situation. I'll tell you my opinion of what I believe landlords are like. Well, I'm gonna call them these property owners. They go and buy a property. They want to make money off of it. They fix it up. They hope they can make money off of that to buy more property and to generate income by owning and maintaining property, right?
Okay.
They just want that check to keep coming in. They don't want to have to be fixing shit. They don't want to have to be dealing with people not paying. Their favorite part is making the little, and it ain't like crazy money.
Nah,
it's a lot of work and a lot of risk involved. Right? And most of these people are not people with money. Some of them are, right? You get to a certain level, but most of these are like struggling middle class people that want to get something to make their life. They waste all their money on sports events. A lot of them do boats, a lot of fuel. They buy lots of fuel, some vehicles. So they're not like actually gaining any real wealth. They're not going to become a $1 billion mogul. They're just going to be middle to high middle class people blowing their money on shit that's just not going to make their generations and generations any better.
No
anyway, they take a risk, whatever. But they don't want to fucking deal with this shit. They'd be happy if you had the money to pay the rent. That way they could make a little bit of money and move on.
Yeah.
But
And
now
don't
it all
trash the place.
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like they're
But then you're
entitled.
also fucking everybody else that lives there too. Good, just struggling people
Yeah,
just
how
like
dare
you.
That's fucked up. It's not everybody
God, that'd
else's
be-
fault, you know.
That'd be so fucked, man.
You didn't fuck the landlord. Now they're gonna build a whole new, brand new property with
Right.
their insurance money.
Insurance,
That's
right.
gonna have new appliances, new everything. And you know what? They
You can
actually
rent it
probably
for
gonna make.
more. Yeah.
They're actually probably gonna make some money for a few years before it has to be redone all over
right,
again.
yeah.
So, but anyway, I thought that was kind of both shitty
ballsy.
and entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, God damn, that's fucking crazy. I really do feel bad for the people who
Live there and rent with them.
used to live there.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, that sucks. Like
Yeah.
somebody got mad, they couldn't pay the rent, so they burned the house down. It's like,
Yeah.
it wasn't your fucking property. Like,
It doesn't matter. They think it was.
yeah, the person does not want to fucking throw you out, and even more so, does not want you not to have money to pay them the rent. Like,
Right.
you're going after the wrong fucking people.
Who should the Loyola student go after instead of the landlord?
I don't think yourself. I don't know yourself. I
It
don't
seems
know.
very narcissistic if you do that. Like that seems like a trait of narcissism. If you ask me.
It's done out of hate and anger and propaganda, pretty much. The demonization of the person who took the risk to own the property.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Does that make sense? It's displaced anger. That's usually, and a person that has that displaced anger usually hates the people who, I don't know, it just seems like a big trick. It's the big capitalist trick. You take the young generation, you fuel them with anger, and you inspire them to have a revolution, which then becomes the next control mechanism, which then has to feed the lower generation the
And they do it to
propaganda to
them.
boost them up, to take them out.
It seems like the Loyola kid wants to have what the guy has, but he's jealous he doesn't. So he says, "I'm just going to take it away from you."
Right. You're going to tell me you're going to go be a lawyer and then what?
Right. Own a bunch of rental apartments so you can pay for your big place uptown.
Right. Like, what are you going to do?
Right.
No, you're going to inspire the next generation to hate you. The property owner was probably a lawyer.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's
Sounds
just
like a big club to me.
Yeah, pretty crazy, dude. People are like, I'm going to burn this bitch down. You ain't kicking me out.
Right.
Wait till they start collecting cars. It's going to be like
me out,
demolition derby out there.
Right.
You're not taking my car. I'm going to fill it with concrete and run it through the fucking... run it through the fucking bank. Allie, you want to do a West Bank report?
Yeah, I mean,
Young Allie's phone. Hey. With the West Bank report.
West Bank report. What?
Oh.
It's Allie, like the West Bank report.
Hey.
West Bank report, yeah.
With the West Bank report.
So, I don't know, man.
All right, we'll skip that.
I wasn't really prepared, but there has been some freaking crazy shit in there. There was one where somebody like
If you're
spit at this person's daughter in the
You
drive-thru
doing the
of
West
the
Bank
McDonald's.
report as you reading it in the characters' voices? If not,
Moving
don't
on.
even know.
On to the next.
Wait.
one.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
What? What's the problem? What's the problem?
What do 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 do
Alright, well,
do
whatever.
do 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 boop, 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 do, do, do. Everybody's gonna be dead on the West Bank by the time you get to it.
Good
Which ones
afternoon,
didn't
neighbors.
die? Which ones that
I've
didn't
been
die of COVID? are
notified
gonna
by
be
my
burn
fellow
victims.
neighbors that this lady has been seen driving around Crestwood Estates in Marrero, going into people's backyards, checking to see if doors are unlocked. She was approached by a resident, got into her car with a bullshit story, and left. Everyone be on the lookout and make sure you lock your doors. Update. Apparently her car has broken down in the neighborhood and there's a unit waiting for her to leave. So, like, this chick was going in people's backyards and shit. Somebody said they went shit in somebody's house. Watch
I
your
shit your
neighborhood.
house?
I'm serious. Listen to this. Watch your neighborhood. I go outside this morning watching the dogs and drinking coffee. My neighbor across the street pulls in her driveway, and next thing I know, there is a blonde woman yelling and screaming at her, saying she stole her house and a bunch of other stupid shit. Cops come and say she's mentally unstable and take her away, but no cuffs. Then I find out this bitch did the exact same thing on the block earlier in the week. Cops moved her car into the street. It's still there. Unbelievable.
Oh,
They had one about how she took a shit in somebody's house, dude. I was like, what the fuck? It's sad. Apparently, like, she's sick. You know, she's got something wrong with her, but, like, she's just going around and fucking with people's houses and stuff on the West Bank, dude. I thought it was pretty crazy.
did you hear? I know you were excited, Mayday.
Oh, yeah.
You heard it, huh?
Oh, I heard
The
it
new-
first thing in the week or as soon as it came out.
The new wireless access point song?
Oh, yeah.
Allie, did you hear it yet?
What?
The new WAP song.
There's a new one?
Yeah.
Sure is. Just come out this week.
No, I didn't.
Up on top, I wanna ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make it scream. Out in public, make a scene.
Right.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you how I got this ring.
Gilbert Godfrey.
God, I love Gilbert Godfrey. I was so excited when this came out.
He usually does it a cappella. Mayday dropped it on the beat just to see. And you know what? I think it's actually even better than the original.
I like it, man.
I wish you would have done more. We need the whole song. Call Gilbert up. Tell him to get back on that satellite
Dude,
station.
he's pretty fucking funny. I'll give it to him.
He's fucking great, dude.
Having him yelling that fucking voice.
I'd
His
love
voice
it
is one of the
if
best.
they ever had a deal where people would actually come back and have like a dance party kind of thing. I'd love to play that version on the dance party. You know what I mean? Just to see what people would do. They'd be like, "What?"
You know what you do? Sneak it in the song to where just all of a sudden it's him rapping.
Yeah,
He
right.
does that verse.
That's a great idea.
That would be pretty funny.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
all
gotta
right.
escalate it.
All
That way you
right.
get the whole
Next-
song.
next
That's
week.
his
Come on,
verse.
escalate.
Cardi B
yeah.
instead of the Stallion. It'll be the Godfrey. Cardi B featuring the Godfrey.
Oh, man, he's
dude.
funny,
Or
man.
Godfried. Boy.
I know. When I read his name, I was like, "It is Godfried." That's weird.
Godfrey.
Fried.
Yeah. The dope got him. Dude, didn't he do the parrot's voice in Aladdin?
Yeah, he was Iago.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought he was.
And I remember him in Up All Night.
Oh yeah, up all night.
What else did he do?
he
he
did the
did-
Affleck duck.
Until he made some racial slurs.
Yeah, he made
Oh,
like
really?
some kind of bad tweets or something, and he got in trouble. What
Oh.
happened was it, man?
I
You
think it was
About what?
about. I think it was about Nazis or something like that.
what?
I think that was Mel Gibson.
All right, then it was.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, with the Hulk Hogan. I
Let's
think.
I think he's coming back now. So,
on.
oh man, yeah, that might not
Oh,
be.
it was Japan tweets.
Oh, you
He
don't
made
like
jokes
Japanese?
about the tsunami.
Oh, are you serious? What did he say?
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
I bet you it was a funny joke.
It says,
Daps can't swim.
I just split up with my girlfriend. Oh, his joke was, I just split up with my girlfriend, but like the Japanese say, there'll be another one floating by any minute now. But I mean, he's a comedian.
That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's Guilford Gottfried. Like, he's a comedian, but he
If-
got fired from Affleck over that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should be glad. Now he's doing remixes of Cardi B songs. I think
right?
he's actually propelling himself
Oh,
forward.
yeah. I hope he comes back,
Apparently,
man.
they said he made a series of crude jokes about the Japan
Whatever,
earthquake
but
and
that was
tsunami.
relevant. That's just like news you need to know about.
Right.
You know, sometimes you got to hear about a poo hanging out and all that kind of stuff.
Or that Willy Wonka died years ago.
4 years ago.
He looked bad, too, in the picture I saw.
Willy Wonka?
Maybe the picture's new, but his death is old.
Says Japan is really advanced. They don't go to the beach comes to them. The next one was Japan called me. They said, hey, maybe those jokes are a hit in the U.S., but over here they're all sinking.
I don't know, dude. That guy's on point with that. See, now it's funny.
If somebody's not getting upset, you're not making jokes.
You're not. Yeah,
You're
but
just making propaganda.
Also,
Affleck.
50 Cent was criticized for his tweets. One read,
Oh,
wave will hit 8 a.m., then crazy white boy's going to try to go surfing. I don't
Yeah,
even
those
really
aren't
get
funny.
that
He's
one.
not funny.
I don't even get that one.
Punk ass white boys with surfboards.
Because he said white boys? I don't know. But, I mean, he said it was just shock value and he was just playing, but they got mad.
There's some holes in this house.
There's some holes in
I like
this
his
house.
version equally as good. I like
I
him
think he
actually
did
better
great.
than the Stallion. He ain't better than Cardi B, but
I've always liked him.
yeah.
He was on some kind of movie when I was a kid, like on Nickelodeon or something, or he was on like Are You Afraid of the Dark or something. I always thought he was so crazy. I like this guy.
I love that movie with, I think it was John Candy. Or maybe even Jim Belushi. It was one of those, and it was an 80s movie where he plays a horse. And the horse was talking, and Dabney Coleman was in there.
Mr.
No, it was
Mr.
Bob.
Ed?
No, it was like that, but it was Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, there
What?
was.
Yeah.
What is that
one,
movie called
I
with
can't
the
remember.
horse?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'm about to
weird
find
movie.
it. I'm about to
that
find
fucking
it.
movie was weird, but God, it
He
was
did
so
that
good.
clown movie too. That was odd.
What
but
I
clown
don't remember
movie?
that one. I just remember the horse
Something
movie.
the clown.
All right, hold on.
Or whatever.
Hold on.
Hold on.
All right, hold on.
So many other things you could do to delay than that.
What?
I don't know. Just maybe describe
Problem
what you're
Child. He
looking
was Mr.
No,
Peabody.
no.
Adventures of Ford. Beverly
No.
Hills Cop 2.
Keep going.
at. Foxtrot. Hot to trot. Hot to trot.
Is it Hot to Trot?
Man, that's what I'm going
Hot to
with.
Trot. What year was this?
1986.
Don't search by year. Look for Bobcat
Goose.
Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah,
Yep,
he was
please.
in it. Come on.
Wait, hold on.
Type that in
Bobcat.
there. I know you
And
can do this.
Gilbert.
What's Gold
don't put
Goldthwait?
just- You're asking the wrong
I don't
motherfucker.
understand what you're saying.
Hey, Google this. Google
Goldthwait. Okay, I found the Goldthwait.
Goldthwait and then Gilbert Godfrey
Goldthwait.
horse movie.
Gilbert. Horse movie.
Come on.
I'm spelling so wrong, but it knows.
Yeah, it's my computer. I taught it that.
Hot to Trot.
Yeah, I'm good, boy.
1988. It was a 1988 comedy.
And what's the movie about?
It's a stockbroker, Bob Goldthwait, profits from market tips overheard in the stables by his talking horse, Don.
What's the one where he plays a clown?
Who plays a clown?
The what's his name?
Gilbert?
No, Goldthwait.
Gold-
Bobcat.
I've never seen that.
Bobcat.
Something the clown.
Hold on, Gold.
What? I've got to see this
Clown.
movie now. I love
Cla-
Bobcat.
Shakes the Clown?
Yes, yeah.
Shake-
Oh yeah, you got to see
He
that.
Shake the Clown?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that thing looks scary.
Oh,
Wait, what?
This is fucking
This is
disturbing
this
movie.
is a 1992 movie. The all-clown town of Polkaville provides a colorful black backdrop
I gotta
for
see
this
this.
tale of an alcoholic funny man framed for murder by Bobcat Goldthwait. He was the director and screenplay, and I guess also the star.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
gotta
need to
see
get that.
this.
He
Buy it
wrote
on
it.
Amazon. You're probably renting for like
I want
$2.
to see it. Is it stupid?
Huh? You
I never
can't
saw
stay
it.
awake for the boys.
Fuck off.
Dude, Saints game next Sunday. Are you excited, man?
Oh, boy.
I think they play Tampa Bay.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Sounds lame.
Very not hyped. Usually this shit is so fucking overhyped and it's not even funny.
I didn't even know it happened.
And all the hootards come out and they start saying hootarded things. Not that much this year, man. I haven't seen hardly anything. I kept wondering this week, is the Saints game next week? Because
Hadn't seen it.
I haven't seen much.
Yeah. Only thing I saw about it was they finalized their roster.
How many of those people are like trying to protest the NFL are still gonna watch it?
Oh, all of
But
them.
they won't tell nobody they
all of
watched
them,
it.
all
Or
of
they,
them.
after a really good game, you'd be like, man, you missed a game. No, watch the end.
right.
Watch the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you watched the whole thing, Dick. Come on.
Man, why rob yourself? Like, you understand propaganda. You understand how it works and what they're doing. How come you can't watch it and still enjoy it? Like, I have State Farm insurance, so it's not that big of a deal. I would rather them not spend money to get new State Farm people because, what?
What is that?
Oh, somebody's on the phone. Narrow Radio.
Yeah.
Two something.
Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Dude,
Fuck
what
the
up?
NFL. I ain't watching that shit.
Really? Were you a huge Saints fan? I don't remember.
I mean, I was a regular fan. I'm not over crazy about it. But
Gotcha. You're on the
I mean,
spectrum. You're just not full who taught it.
Oh, absolutely not. Haven't ever been. But I don't have my Saints face mask or anything like that. But it was all. I mean, all the sports celebrities have just gotten ridiculous lately.
It makes you not be able to.
interested. I'm gonna support the NFL about as much as I watch and deal with Walmart. You know.
Yeah,
I'm just not interested.
I could see that happening because it happened to me with Tom Hanks. But I already hated LeBron, so I don't care what he does. So I'm still enjoying watching basketball. And I think I'm going to watch the Saints game. Like, how do you not watch Brady versus Breeze that are now in the same division? And, like, how do you not watch that?
Well, I mean, okay, let's put it this way. I may watch some Saints games, but I'm definitely not going to spend... I'm definitely not going to spend my entire Sunday and weekend watching football. That's for damn sure, you know?
Yeah, I kind of never did, so it's not that, much of a difference.
And it doesn't help that, what's her name, Rita Benson LeBlanc is trying to buy her way into heaven with every cent that she gets. That's going to try and pay off the archdiocese bill with all these kids.
Thank you.
I thought that was Gail, man.
Thank you.
Or whatever her...
Man,
sorry,
don't accuse
Well,
Rita
dude,
like that.
Hey, she's got COVID, so she ain't going to be around but another couple of days anyway.
I'll flip the names around. I can't never remember them anyway. But yeah,
okay. I
like
was
you said, you
making
look at her. But yeah, I just I wanted to touch on the goldfish thing, or the fish dying thing earlier.
Shut up, y'all.
I've had fish die, and I've had people kill my fish.
Oh, Jesus.
Pickle watch after him?
It doesn't take much. I mean, I've also had
Pickle was
fish jump
supposed to
out.
feed him,
Shut up,
but
y'all.
he ate all the food.
Shut up. Hey, so you said you had fish jump out too?
All right, so yeah. What's up, man?
It might have just been an issue between the fish, or they didn't like the water, or they were just being stupid. You know, I get attached to my fish, but it's not like having a dog. Yes, fish
Yeah,
are
you
a
can't
real
just throw
animal.
the dog in the garbage.
You can't just throw a fish in the
You gotta
garbage
go
either. You did
and-
it. I would have never done
You gotta
that.
go to the dumpster and put it in
Fucking
there.
asshole.
And yes, fish are real pets also.
Yes, they
Are
are.
they real companions?
No.
Yes, they are. Fuck y'all. Because
No.
sorry that y'all haven't had a relationship with a fish, but I
Can't play
have.
fetch with the fish.
Yes,
Wait till you watch
can.
the octopus show. You're gonna feel different.
You're gonna feel a lot different.
I feed my goldfish by hand sometimes, okay? I mean, there's a complete difference between fish and dogs. And, you know, it's a lot easier to get over the fish than the four-leggers.
Are you a toilet guy or a garbage can guy?
Oh, straight to the garbage can.
Okay. You don't put them down.
Yeah, straight
There's no.
outside.
What the third option is to bury it where it belongs in the
Oh, a
earth.
fucking fish?
If it was alive,
He
and
buried
you,
it because I made him.
Yeah.
Well, he actually
Yeah.
felt guilty and went and put him in the garden.
yeah, I did throw them away, but then I dug them out and then went and put them in the.
But then he
garden.
felt okay about Ken and
Isn't
Ryu
this-
because they're
isn't
workers.
this the second time that you've thrown a dead fish into the garbage can full of coffee grounds?
Yes,
yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Why is that? You know what I want to know, Dave? Why that motherfucker always fill a coffee grinds? Like, oh, I know why.
You drink coffee
It's the
every
first
day.
thing that gets thrown away in the morning.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, you're right. I threw Ip Man in the coffee grinds too. Dude, the
Fish are
one bush
very
that got
delicate animals, and it doesn't take much to kill off an entire batch of
like
fish.
oxygen
It
on
really
a counter
does.
for a couple hours.
When we were kids, my dad fucking one of the fish got like ick or something. He would get these bad Walmart fish, and then like they would all just die. Like one time, like 10 of them died at once.
Oh.
So you think I'd be used to animal deaths, but it's been years, you know.
I
Since
think
I've had
Dave's
to-
kind of right in the middle of you and I. Then sounds like
right.
he wouldn't scream and throw a temper tantrum. Okay, maybe a little bit. You wouldn't.
I didn't throw a temper tantrum. I cried. I sobbed.
Yeah, I don't think Dave would cry. Would you cry, Dave?
Not for long.
Yeah, I got over it pretty quick. I cried.
You just get the
Well, I mean-
watery eyes, not full blown like sound effects and shit.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, I sat there, had a moment of silence, smoked a cigarette, and kind of just chilled out and did like you did. Went back to the store and spent another $10 on fish and was
Problem
A-okay.
solved.
You know?
Dude, my mom was on the phone and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my poor baby," because I was just cried the whole time with her listening. I kind of felt weird about it, and then she was like, you scared me too. I thought maybe something bad happened. I'm like, something fucking.
I just
bad
went
did
outside and
happen."
called work and asked if they had anything else they might want me to do.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Really, if you were being serious, I'm so sorry. But you really sucked. I'm sorry.
I think she told Harry that, huh?
Hey, Dave, are you going to get the Trump vaccine if it's got like Trump's name on it and he signs off and saying it's a good thing?
I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm definitely not going to run out there and get it no matter whose name is on it.
If money
just that
money
simple.
was no object, what would you get first? The new Xbox or the vaccine?
That's a tough one. No,
Not you, Mom. Not you, Mom. I'm talking to silicone
I'd
regular
rather go
multiple
spend money
mustache
on
disabled
fish.
guy. All right, I'll give you that. Well, good shit.
Yeah,
Well, dude, thanks for calling.
Uh-huh.
Good to hear from you.
indeed. Y'all have a good week. Be safe.
All right, man. Later on.
Later, brother.
Silicone regular multiple Dave. Dude, 2K21, last thing. This is the end of the show, the moment you've all been waiting for. News you didn't know about, you didn't really need to know. But this is Zartome's NBA 2K21 review. Fuck this game, very disappointed.
Oh, are you serious? No.
Dude,
Come
pissed me
on.
off to the point where I sold my 2K stock.
What?
Yeah, it just happened to also be the day that Apple stock split, so I bought some Apple stock. It went
really?
up for one whole day and then plummeted to the largest one stock loss in
No
the history of the stock
shit.
market. Yeah, I was like, damn it. And 2K was still doing okay. But I was so
Crazy.
disappointed. I'm like, I don't even want to own stock in this company after this
Dude, it
atrocity.
pissed you off that bad? That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. It's just some
Insulting.
things are just wrong, and what they did was just plain
They
out
just took
wrong.
your money?
Huh?
Just took your money, kind
No,
of?
they didn't take my money. They didn't do anything. They fucking claim they sold a new game, and it's not.
Should it have been like a DLC where maybe, hey, we
I don't
put a
know.
couple
Maybe you know what?
update?
They're fucked, and I kept saying I was sympathy for them. It was a fucked up time.
Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah,
scheduled
yeah, yeah.
games to
Right.
be released, and usually they just got to deal with the cover athlete getting traded. But this year they had to deal with them not even having the next NBA season that this
Sure.
is based on. So you lose that in the experience. And I think that sucked. They also had to split the company into two halves. One to make the next gen game, which you know that's going to be all the good developers and
yeah.
the top of the line at that company. And then so they just took last year's game, changed very fucking few things, made a new beginning of the creator player mode, and then sold the game.
That's it. Damn.
They didn't give you anything. A little bit different, parks. You are at the beach. You're not at the same playground that you at.
Yeah, but it's weak. It's kind of like, all right, that's great. That
But
could've
that's
been a-
it.
that could've
It's the
been an
only
update.
thing. To me, the grind and the storyline and all that. I mean, it's the announcers are using the same words. They added a couple of little things. They talk about
Face
the
mask.
They talk about the virus. So
COVID.
you go, okay, at least that's current. But you're in a crowded stadium. I don't want to hear you talking about it unless you're doing the
Right,
bubble. You should have
right.
made the bubble. Would
Yeah,
that
yeah,
been
yeah.
that hard to make the bubble?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, give us some representation of the
Right,
league
what's
when
going
you're
on.
playing in that that
environment.
mode.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, that was really disappointing and kind of very disappointing. When I went to the rec and the rec was the same fucking rec,
Yeah.
that's when I got pissed.
Really?
That was kind of my line that I drew. I'm
But
like,
you don't
"You're
go
fucking
with
assholes."
the don't fix it if it ain't broke approach.
That sucks.
Like, don't you
Changing-
think they should keep
No, the
certain things?
graphics, yes, the mechanics of the game and all that, that's fine that they keep that the same. I wouldn't want them to drastically change it, which they changed it enough this year it's with the shooting, and I'm not going to go into that because it's boring for anybody else. But anyway, they did make a little mechanical changes, but to not change the graphics to build a new map, that would be like buying Call of Duty and
Not having a new map.
right, you on the same
Like,
fucking
what the
maps.
fuck?
Like the
Yeah.
map is 90% of it. It's what you're looking at. And it's just the fact that the fucking wreck was the same. You can't tell besides the way the game, the mechanics slightly, especially if you're a shooter, you can't tell you're not playing last year's game. It's the same fucking game, same graphics, same. They did make Jackson Hayes look better. Or I don't know. Actually, I think he looked worse. I think he looked better last year, but dude, fucking Melly is still fucked up looking, man. Y'all could have spruced up Melly a little bit. Like, damn, I think he's a starter, so I think he started some games. They could have did his face mapping better. It looks, my character, if I use my face scan, looks more like me than Melly does.
God, I think they're doing the fucking AMC thing. There's only one person working that whole thing. Like, all right, my
Yeah,
bad.
only one guy. All he focused his effort on is making it look like the playground was a beach. Everything else, same shit. Didn't have time to upload the new graphics.
That's it? It's a beach? That's the whole thing?
It's supposed to look like, before it was supposed to look like kind of like New York.
Yeah.
This is more like California. Real bright courts. You're
Ah.
outside. It does feel cool, and it's definitely different, but not enough to fucking be a $60 game. Like, come on, man. When I got in the rec and it was the same, I'm like, you motherfuckers. But anyway,
That sucks, man.
I did play the create a player mode.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I'd walk you through the storylines. We've had some good ones before, I think, on this show.
Alright, yeah,
I've done it in years past, so I thought
Yeah.
I'd do that again and give you my basketball career experience. It started off where I was taking a ride on a boat. I did my create a character, right? I got my specs, I got my abilities and everything. So my journey starts to the NBA while I'm riding on a boat. It looked really good, the graphics. I was like, damn, that looks fucking awesome. That was about the only thing. It was like that one scene of us riding on this, like a ferry. And then there's some ugly dude. He missed a college shot. It's like this real ugly dude. Got this whole bad looking beard, little bitty, like mangy looking guy. And it's telling me a story how he missed this big shot in a college game. And I'm a high school basketball player. I figure out, and I got this witch doctor who's my coach. And he tells me that I should play basketball instead of football, that I need to dedicate myself to basketball instead of football. And then it goes to another scene where that old dude who missed a shot, he's trying to run my shit. Like, this dude's got a lot of stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not understanding who he is. I figured out the witch doctor is definitely my high school basketball coach. But I don't know who this fucking mangy fucking dude is. Keep running my shit. Like, and I got nothing from the conversation to really let me know who he is. And so then when I'm like, oh shit, I'm in high school. So then I had to go change the way I looked. I can't have my character look like he's a NBA vet when now he's just in high school. So I go take the beard down and give him a little goofy like hairdo that he would have as a younger guy. So then I go back into the game and my high school witch doctor coach, he's badass, dude. Really like this character. I've seen him in shit. I'm almost positive he played in Black Panther, but he played in some other stuff too. Super cool actor, and he's really good in this game too. And I get to play a high school game, and that was actually kind of fun. And I find out during the basketball game, through I guess the announcers talking, that my dad was a big deal in basketball. Like his dad, and he's the son of of this guy. And then I thought they keep calling me Junior. So now I'm just like labeled with this Junior name that ties me to my dad, who was really good at basketball. That's about all I know at this point, dude. The first game, it was a really bad game. And then I'm looking at my creative player there, and he looks really dumb. Like, his body just looks dumb. His head looks too big on him. I'm like, oh, God. And he's slow as fuck. Really? And I'm starting to think at this moment, like, oh, man, did I fuck up on my build? Like, is this guy not going to be able to do anything? He's, like, clumsy and bad. Then I meet Scarface. He's supposedly a friend of my dad's, and he tells me that I'm, like, for sale, which I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? He's talking and talking. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, is this old dude trying to date me? I'm like, man, I'm in fucking high school, you creep. I'm like, slow the fuck down. This dude's real pushy. And then I paid $2K because of how disappointed I am in the game. I paid them an additional $50 so I could skip past a lot of shit. Yeah. Really? Dude, they give you right off the bat, they're like, hey, you can use all these credits to like level up. You don't get badges and shit. You can just, you unlock the, hey, you want more blocks, you can. So, dude, it's already had a ton of them. So I just fucking spent the money, bought the VC. Usually I do that later. Like, usually I'll end up dropping a little money here and there.
Right. 20
later
here,
on.
25 there.
Yeah, this time I was just like, you know what? I just fucking do it now.
Yeah.
And then I'll be making.
Right.
Well, I'll be making VC.
Right.
So I'm going to spend the same amount. I'll just do it now instead of making 10 VC a game. I'm going to make 30 because my dude's way better. So I do that, which is, man, I don't know. I'm happy I did it. At the end, I'm like, you know what? I just spent the extra money. But now I spent a lot more money on this fucking shit game.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking bastard.
Right.
After I spend the money, my dude's good now. Now I'm moving around way more fluid.
Yeah.
I do the self alley-oop. I throw the ball on the backboard, go up, jam that motherfucker.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, now I'm
now
playing.
We're cooking.
I'm fucking shit up in high school. I'm like, I want me some Instagram followers too. So, dude, I'm fucking shit up. I self alley-oop and I'm doing awesome. And what the fuck? I'm hurt.
No, are you serious?
In the fucking game, he hurts his knee, and I'm hobbling around. He keeps holding it every play. At the end of every play, he's like holding his knee. You lose total vertical speed, so I can't guard nobody. I'm just getting my ass kicked. I'm like, man, I would have fucking not spent the extra money to make him good if I was just going to suck.
Right.
I'm like, what kind of storyline is this? Now I'm fucking hurt. I have to play an entire game hurt.
Told you.
Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And then after the game, fucking creepy ass Scarface shows up, and he says I'm just like my dad, and I'm so fucking tired of being called Junior and compared to my dad. I'm like, this fucking storyline. If this is supposed to be like we're gonna torture you. Like we're gonna give you a horrible experience on your journey to the NBA. I'm like, thanks a lot, man. I keep hearing Junior, all game long. Junior, you go to the cutscenes, they're like, your dad. I'm like, I'm fucking tired of hearing. And then part of the story is the character being tired of hearing about his dad. I'm just like, why can't I have a fun story? Like, this don't make sense. They're making it miserable. And then, sure enough, man, fucking old Scarface takes me out to dinner dates. So now I'm going on dates with this creepy old fucking dude. We get to the restaurant. What's at the restaurant? Up there's pictures of good old dad. Then I realized the mangy little motherfucker that kept aggravating the shit out of me was my dad.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Didn't look nothing like me at all. And he's little bitty, little short, little bitty motherfucker. No way. My mom must have been 8 foot fucking tall. I'm like, this little mangy guy who keeps telling me everything I need to do. And it cutscenes, back I guess from the past now. I'm trying to put all this together. I'm like, man, that's my dad. Now we at the fucking restaurant and people keep coming up and they want to talk to you. And then there's a picture of your dad. And obviously, I don't like the dude at all. The dad, I don't think he'd get along good with him. And he's so tired of being compared to him. And then he's on a date with fucking Scarface. And I ate the meal, but there was no sex after. I ditched that old man. And then I go back to the park, and there's a little angry dad talking shit again, and he's and man, dude, after that, find out the injury's bad. And the witch doctor tells me that I can't play in the game. So then I get to watch the team play without me. I can't. And the whole time I'm struggling not to fast forward through any of this, right? So, man, I'm watching the team just be trash, and it gets to like halftime, and it lets me make a decision. It's like, do you want to play, or no? And I choose, yeah. I didn't fucking pay $50 extra for this game to not play. Like, yeah, put me in, coach. Oh, that's great. So I got to limp around for half a game again. And I can't make a shot. I can't get a steal. My body is like slow and goofy. And I'm like, man, I should have never spent that extra fucking money. Like, this is horrible. So then as the storyline kind of goes along, you start showing your colleges that are interested in you, even though you're crippled and hobbling around the fucking court. And I start wondering what college I'm going to pick. So I'm kind of giving that thought now. And then you get to play a big game. And I think you're healthy again. And this is like the college championship game, I believe. And Scarface shows up, and he tells me I'm looking good. And then he gets all jealous of a dude that I'm playing against because me and him is like real cool. And Scarface gets jealous. And the coach finds out and kicks that motherfucker out and says, man, stop messing with that dude. He's in high school, you creepy motherfucker. You got to go. I was happy. I'm like, thank you, witch doctor coach. I kind of wish you would have shrunk his head, but it's still. And then I start wondering, was that dude Scarface, the actor that did that? It might have been Seal. I'm not sure.
What the fuck?
Just looked like Seal to me. So I finally get to pick a college. I picked the Gonzaga Bulldogs. I didn't really have that many teams. I didn't have. I wanted to be the Demon Deacons and pick Wake Forest, but that wasn't an option, so I went with the Bulldogs. And then I got to go on a date with a soccer chick.
What?
Yeah, she was not hot at all.
Soccer chick.
It's like this is the video game world. First I go on dates with Seal, and now this ugly little bony chick. And then I also wonder, is it the same experience for everybody? Did everybody's dad look like that? Or did they kind of look like them? Like, I don't know, they make a big deal that this is my dad, but I think I was adopted. But, so I go on a date with the soccer chick, and she's not that hot, but she's a backup plan in case this whole NBA thing doesn't work out. And she's a professional soccer player, so maybe she could pay some of the bills. And I find out during the game from the announcers again that my dad's been dead. Either they fucking neglected to tell me that, or I should have figured that out, or I accidentally skipped that part. Either way, I found out from the announcers that my dad been dead, and I've been trying to figure out. But then I have been talking to a ghost or something.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
it's a ghost?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Then fucking creepo, he shows up, stalks me at college. He's got some extra bad pants on, a lot of plaid, very harsh colors, and he wants me to trust him. At that point, I know at that moment that I do not trust him. And they got some reporter chick, and she starts fucking with me, and she brings up my fucking dad again. And a soccer bitch, she won't text me back. She's playing fucking mind games. But I go and I play a game. It's a big game, big college game, and I win that bitch. And almost instantly now she texts me back. Right?
Yeah,
Now she texts me
I saw
back.
it on TV.
Yeah, oh yeah, my Instagram's blowing up.
yeah.
Now soccer chick, she wants me back, so I go and I go hook up with her, and
right.
within like seconds, man, maybe minutes at the most, she's yelling at me. I'm getting lectured by. I'm like, oh man,
I get
and
that
then she
enough in
fucking
life.
dumps me, kicks me out, dumps me. I'm standing in the hall.
What?
Yeah, all this it lures me back in to torture me. I'm thinking I don't fucking need this shit right now. Then I chase her down to the train station.
Show you what's happening.
She's leaving the country to go play professional soccer forever. And I was like, man, good, man. That bitch wasn't even that fucking cute anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, now back to some basketball, right? That's what this game's all about. Back to some basketball. I get to win the college championship.
Nice.
I fucking
Right.
kicked ass too, man.
Sweet.
I'm really playing a lot better now. Gotten the feel for the controls.
Right.
Getting a little better
The
there.
knees kind of healing up.
Yeah, he's not limping around anymore. The game's not being fucking dumb. My head seems to almost match my body. I'm like, this is good. I don't look like a bobblehead doll out there. I don't want to look dumb going to the park, play with my friends. So then after the championship, we have an interview. And, of course, they bring up my fucking dad again. It's all about this dude and whatever.
Hey, Dad.
But then after college, I have to pick an agent. And I have a choice between picking old creepy fucking Scarface Seal or these big-time corporate lesbian chicks.
Whoa, dude. How do you know their sexual orientation?
Because they was tripping. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That didn't happen. I was just assuming.
Jesus, man.
But I tell you what, it didn't matter what they were. They could have been fucking octopuses. And I would have fucking took them over the creepy old seal motherfucker. So, yep, bye-bye, creepo. I'm going with these freaking broads. I'm pretty sure that they witches. They seem to be casting spells and seem like something chicks that Caitlyn would want to paint on leaves. After a little while, I definitely feel like I made a good choice with them. They really seem to have my best interest in mind, which is making motherfucking money. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what Scarface was going to do. He'd probably just try to, I don't know.
Touch you.
Yeah, give
Bring
me
you out on a date.
weird hashtags. I think he was just looking for a way out. But I ended up getting drafted to the Pelicans. I definitely picked the Pelicans because I don't want to win a championship with another team. Last year I went and did it just to do it real quick because I found out you didn't have to go to the Gatorade gym once you won a championship. So I got on Golden State because they kind of fit my position. They didn't have a great small forward, which I was at. And we won the championship, but I felt like I kind of cheated. If I can't do it with the Pelicans, I don't want to do it.
All right.
So this year I am going in for that experience. The weird thing is, I fucking got drafted number 2. And, like, the dude who's, like, your college rival, it was the guy that Scarface got jealous of earlier in the game. That guy's, like, your rival, and he gets picked number 1. He gets picked by the Pelicans, too. So the Pelicans had the number 1 and number 2 pick.
And Zion.
And it doesn't mean the Pelicans. It's whatever team you chose.
Yeah.
They have the first 2 picks in the draft. Like, that was disappointing, too. Just how much this game used to be based in kind of the reality, yeah. This one just horrible writing. Like, no, what fucking team's going to get the number 1 and 2 pick in a year?
Right.
It's just dumb, just disappointing. And then you're playing the season, it doesn't have the same feeling that every other year did because you don't get cool things. Like last year was, I'm going to play a game with Zion on the Pelicans before it happens. Sure. And, oh, man, what is LeBron going to be like on this Lakers team? And I don't know. So a lot of the experience has been robbed out of this game. And I would feel bad for them if they didn't do the fuckery that they did.
Right.
They could have
that
just
sounds pretty
ate a
bad.
fucking year, came out with the next gen game. Or, you know what? They're going to have to come out with 2 versions anyway because the next gen is not going to just take over in a year. They're still going to sell more old generation games than new generation games for another probably 2 years if I had to just guess. But anyway, it's very disappointing. The storyline was, that's always disappointing to me, but I used to really like it when I had the all-black family and I was like me, like a very white guy.
Yeah.
That was very funny. That was a cool one. This one with the creepy fucking seal dude and the mangy little
that sounds
dad.
weird, man.
Yeah, at the end, my dad, ghost dad, we have another talk, and I
Bill
think I'll let him
Cosby.
move on to the other side without a...
That's
Maybe I
weird,
can
man.
escape his shadows. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry to hear it was that bad. That sucks.
Yeah, hey, is what it is.
I get it, but still.
Yep. Well, if they give it away on Game Pass, maybe you'll you can experience it for
Oh,
yourself. You know what? If the game was free on Game Pass, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Right. But
like
because
for
you
the
spent
game,
$120 so far on that thing, it's kind
yeah, I
of
spent 60. I spent 50 to speed it the fuck up.
right.
This game sucks so bad, I'm gonna spend more.
Right.
But I don't know. We have to see. I do like that they did some changes. The shooters are more realistic now, so you're not going to be like, fucking 10 for 14 from 3-pointers that you should have never shot.
I'm going to be more like 1 for 14?
Depends.
All right.
Like, to me, shooters had it too easy.
Fair enough.
Like, some of them games, like, people just launching threes, and they're shooting better than Steph Curry, and Steph Curry was the greatest shooter in NBA history. Like, it's just, come on. Everybody had was better than Steph Curry.
Sure. No, I get it.
So I think I did have one bad experience. I already played a rec, and since nobody can shoot, I go to drive in the paint, and the whole team's standing in the paint. I'm
not
like,
me.
so you got a team full of finishers who can't get to the rim because their own team is standing in the way. I was like, oh, this is gonna be. Some people will learn and adjust, and others won't, and that's probably gonna be a problem throughout the whole year. Is that everybody's trying to dunk, but everybody's trying to dunk at the same fucking time without the ball. Everybody's like, I'm cutting in, throw it to me. But anyway, we'll see, man. I'll have to give you an update and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's about it. Allie, anything else?
No.
No? No out with Allie?
I mean, no, I don't think so. I'm not supposed to go anywhere.
That's true. Don't go anywhere out there. Stay safe, people. All 4 of you left that the coronavirus hasn't killed yet. We'll see. Mayday, anything? You good?
Good.
All right, till next week. Keep it not real.